Hello, welcome to Knit Night. I'm Liz. I live in Las Vegas, and I'm here with some friends, and we sit and chat and ramble and knit and talk and give our opinions. And you can like us or not. You're always welcome. We don't gatekeep. We want anyone who wants to come join us is welcome. Here with my friend Joe Bob from across the world, where it's tomorrow. So say hi, Joe.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Knit Night. Here I am, and you know what? I'm just going to go to my back office in my mobile, my back room. I forgot something. I've just got here. Hello, welcome. I'll be right back. Introduce yourselves, guys.
Hey, Therese.
Hi, I'm Therese. I live in Eastern Michigan. That's it.
Land of the big bugs.
Oh,
Oh,
what's that?
And,
land of the mosquitoes.
We're also joined by Neil from Blocked Magazine, who had a very exciting live stream last week. Welcome, Neil.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Hi,
for having
Neil.
me. I'm trying to create a world record amongst us knitters to try and be on as many podcasts as possible in 1 week.
Oh, you grifter.
So I think, I know. It's all about the money.
Yeah, except we make none, so we're not doing a very good job at it, are we?
No, I've made a grand total. I think it's £6.59, I think.
Wow.
You could buy a coffee.
I know. Wow. It's like, I may as well retire.
Well, I don't know about that, but... So how is everybody today on Monday/Tuesday?
Well, I'm in Tuesday
Anybody?
now, like Joe.
That's right, you're in tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this horrible thing called earbuds. I don't think it's going to work.
It's better. No, you're clearer. You're clearer.
Clearer?
Yeah, your voice is clearer. So, how's things in Tomorrowland?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Except I can't hear anything through them. I'm on the wrong speaker. Oh my gosh, snark about me. I'm technically enabled.
Well,
So
are you another
lost
boomer?
We lost Therese. I'm sure she'll be back. That was a good podcast the other day, Neil. It was fun.
Oh, with
All the
Tabitha?
Yeah, all the drama that didn't happen.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Like, the thing that was so funny is that they were sat waiting for me to do something that I never said I was ever going to do. I don't know where they got it all from, but... So, we're definitely going to do more. So, because I think there's so much sort of material on Crafts Night for us to talk about. It's going to sort of do itself, really. So, yeah.
I thought it was really great that a lot of them came up with the solution that Craftsmart should be private.
I know.
And that people like us shouldn't be allowed in, which I found hilarious because
it's
Star
almost
Chamber,
like they've got something to hide.
I know, Star Chamber, or no, it's not so much they've got something to hide, it's they're afraid of other opinions.
Yeah, actually,
they're afraid of what we might expose them to, because we're terrible. And we welcome everybody, and we're not classist or, snobs, or we'll knit with whatever we can get our hands on.
Snob.
Well, yeah, but you're not a...
No, I'm a yarn snob. I'll admit it. Good.
Have you given up on your earpiece already?
I'm as professional as Amy here. No, this isn't working for me.
Well, you sound better.
How can I sound better? It's
You do.
not working.
You do sound better.
You do.
So can you not hear us very well? Is that the issue? I think that's the answer.
I don't think she can. Joe, can you hear us?
Joe?
I don't think she can. Just take them off, Joe. They're not working. Take them off, Joe.
Take them out. Take them out. No, don't put them in. Take them out.
Pull them out.
Take them out.
I don't want
Like
to now. You make me look like an absolute You make me look like an absolute dickhead with these things in.
No, you don't.
Can you hear me?
Well, I've
We
got
can
one
hear
in.
you.
Oh, I can.
I've got them in
Oh, I can
too.
hear you loud and clear. Wow, that's
I've got
loud.
them in too.
Okay, here I am.
Do you want us to whisper?
Oh, good morning. Whisper to me, you dirty old man. That'll start another rumour.
Oh, it will.
Gosh.
Oh dear.
Hello, friends.
Not
I
the
think
rumors.
I'm here. I've got my coffee. And today I have two 18-year-old daughters. What?
Ah,
Yay.
You might need something in that coffee.
I tell you, Mills is completely embarrassed because I took a birthday cake to school.
You did it. That's right. I forgot.
My last embarrassing pledge as a mother. She's horrified.
That she
Yeah,
still ate
like
cake.
share it with your friends. Yes, have cake for breakfast, have cake for recess, have cake for lunch, and share it with all your teachers who suffer you throughout the day. So
I bet you
hopefully
she
they'll have a
still
good
ate the
day at
cake.
school. I bet she tries it.
You're a good mom,
Gosh,
Joba.
Pod. I try my best. Sometimes I fail and sometimes I succeed. But you should have seen this girl, honestly. She was driving, so I said, oops, we have a little detour. We have to go pick up something. And we're driving up this hill, and when we got to the property, just before we got to the property, she says, are you buying me a cow? Am I getting a cow for my birthday? Oh, that girl. Sorry to disappoint. It's just a giant ass cake. We've had good news this week. We have today our fourth baby lamb born since the 1st of September. Our spring lambs are starting to be born, and we've had 3 girls, and then this morning a very, very tiny baby girl was born. So
Aw.
4 girls so far. Only a few more to go, but 4 girls so far. So Andy the ram has done his thing. He jumped fences and got into paddocks he shouldn't have been in.
so what are you going to
Naughty
call them? Or do
boy.
you not give them names? Well, obviously you do because you just mentioned a name. But
Oh, yeah, Andy. Yep. Randy Andy.
Andy.
We do give them names, especially when they're tiny little sweet girls. This one this morning's got one ear up and one ear down, a bit wonky, and she has a lot of fleece missing from the top of her head right down the back of her neck. So Mum obviously had a really hard time birthing her and rubbed a lot of her fleece off. So she's got a bit of a bruise on her at the moment. We'll see how she goes. I'll check on her when I go back home this morning because, as you can see, I'm sitting in my car in the park. What a horrible thing to do.
Oh, Murray's
Neil,
got
thanks
some
for
new
mentioning
cousins.
Murray. Yes, lovely little Murray. He's still out there with his old lady sheep, learning how to be a sheep. It's lovely. He's going really well. Millie did a good job feeding him and looking after him when his mum abandoned him. And thank you, Neil, for mentioning me on your podcast with Tabitha this week. I believe you mentioned a homeless woman.
I did, yes. We're going to start a GoFundMe for you.
I thought you were going to take care of reparations for her, Neil. And
I told you I tried.
Your country.
And King Charles said no. But what was the reason now? I can't remember. He said no because
probably doesn't like the people from Guernsey. You know how the Poms can be about people from across the channel. Be a bit funny about that. No, all that French, all that Normandy blood in there, in those generations of mine.
Oh, you were a
I know there's a bit of.
So it's Guernsey and Glasgow.
Yes, that's. Oh, sorry, that's on my father's side. Is the convict from Scotland, from Glasgow? But my grandmother, my grandmother, who taught me how to knit, was born in Guernsey, and generations and generations of our family are born in Guernsey.
That means
you didn't know that. I didn't tell you that.
That means you're posh.
No, not really. An island full of
money.
Why?
Have you ever made a Guernsey
money? A little island full of fishermen. And knitters. I don't think that's very posh, Neil.
It's where the millionaires live.
Oh, they do now. Oh, I want reparations then. Bloody hell, I'm going the wrong spot.
Joe, you need to knit a Guernsey sweater and head across. That way you'll fit in.
Oh, yeah, I do need it with the lovely little diamond gusset in the underarm. I've never made one. That might be a project for 2027 by the time I get through the projects that I've not finished this year.
It'll make your fingers bleed because you do
Oh,
it
gosh,
on tiny needles,
gauge.
and that Channel Island cast on is a killer.
Yep.
It really does hurt your fingers.
I've got lots of Guernsey books that I've collected over time, just because of the interest with my dear granny being born in Guernsey, born and raised in Guernsey. She came out here as a teenager.
Was she there during the occupation then?
No, she came here. No, absolutely. The Nazis turned up in Guernsey. No, thankfully, between World War I and World War II, my grandmother's parents emigrated out here to Australia. So I was very lucky that she came out here as a teenager and married and had 7 children. And my mum is the youngest. And then I'm the eldest of the next generation.
Wow.
Yeah, my mum's the youngest of 7. So that would have been a tough life coming out to Australia.
Oof, yeah.
From Guernsey, from being from a fishing island out to the suburbs of Sydney, out to Fairfield, actually. Yeah.
So I'm just going to say, because I won't say where you are now, but I know that it's quite away from the big cities, isn't it? You're not near a huge city.
Yeah.
But when did your family move there? Because that must have been hard at the beginning. Whoever moved there first must have had a really tough time.
Oh, to Sydney, into Sydney itself, they came from Guernsey. And it was interesting because my Guernsey grandmother then married a London Jew.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, yeah. So I have a lot of family history in Sydney itself.
For that as well.
Well, now that you've said Guernsey's posh, well, I want to go and sit there with all my cousins. Thank you very much. Absolutely. But, she came out here with her sisters and her brother as teenagers and made a life for themselves. So what am I, a second-generation immigrant on one side and then a convict on the other side, which Tomsky loves to badger me about, my criminal side of the family.
But don't you have to have a crim in the family to be Australian? You have to, really, don't you, to get your Australia badge?
Really, to be a true Aussie. But I actually wasn't born here, Neil, and I have an Australian citizenship paper because I was not born as an Australian citizen.
Where were you born?
You're not going to say. I was born a British subject. So that's what I'm saying. I want my reparations, baby. I want to come back.
You're just another whinging Pom.
Like she's never heard that
I wish
before.
I could actually... Sorry, Liz?
I said you've never heard that before. Whinging Pom from people that we know.
Whinging Pom. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
yep, no. Whinging Pom for sure. But I don't...
I don't mind saying it to John.
No, of course not. And I'm not offended at all because possibly I am.
Yeah, in Australia,
but I don't know.
As a Brit, you dare not moan about anything, no matter what it is. You could have your leg chopped off and you daren't say anything. Otherwise, you're just a whinging
because someone will just look at you with disgust and say, "What a whinging Pom." True. So that's my heritage. Yeah, and I'm eternally grateful to my nan for teaching me how to knit because she was right-handed, as is my mother, who was born in Australia. Mum and Dad were both born in Australia. She's right-handed, and she taught me how to knit, and I am left-handed. So she did, of course, try for me to sit opposite her and learn to her by mirroring her, but I couldn't. Sat next to her and I knit right-handed.
Which is probably a good thing because the patterns are all for right-handed people. You would have to adapt all the patterns.
And now she is...
I think she's frozen.
We're all holding our breath.
Joe,
I'm not
you're frozen.
Am I not frozen?
I can hear you.
Frozen.
Am I back?
Now you are.
Frozen.
Yes,
Gosh. So you know the big long double pointed needles that you knit sweaters on, you know, not these little ones we use for socks and sleeves. I have been collecting the large ones so that I can knit them around with the large ones, because that's how my nan used to knit our jumpers, on the long double pointed needles.
Which is how you're supposed to do the ganzis. That's how you do
Yes,
them on double pointed. Yeah.
Yes. So that's a little bit about my heritage, and here I am, homeless in my car, allegedly.
When you could be a millionaire in Guernsey. Or a heroin addict in Glasgow, one or the other. Take your pick.
Oh, dear me. No, I can't do drugs. I don't like drugs.
That's good.
So I also, you know, because of the London Jew, my grandfather and his father being London Jews, I've also looked into the heritage there, and little villages like Reading. My family, the patriarchs of the family were gardeners in these little villages, so they were labourers and gardeners. Reading, Essex, little villages that they used to live in. And then there's the gypsy side of the family as well.
Now you're just being greedy. You're just taking a bit of everything now.
I know. Well, when you consider the Jewish side of the Poms, where did they come from?
Well, yeah.
Europe.
Well, anywhere.
Europe.
It could be anywhere, couldn't it?
Europe.
Do you know which country, though? Which European country?
Oh, I have to go back through my heritage studies. I'd have to go back and have a look. But, you know, we've got all of little countries, all the little countries in Europe. My brain's just gone blank.
Well, places like Latvia,
I'm thinking
Lithuania.
Yes, Latvia, Romania, all those little countries there.
Well, Liechtenstein's tiny, isn't it? It's probably smaller than Guernsey.
I've not got any connections to Liechtenstein that I'm aware of. And so thanks to Nan, here I am knitting. I'm still knitting on what I'm now calling the Exploration Sampler Station, because look at the bottom
really
of it.
good.
It's getting there. Yeah, it's getting there.
It's about 600 stitches at the end, isn't it?
Thank you. Yes, especially I'm doing it on DK on 5mm needles with DK yarn. With double
that's right. You
yarn.
were doing DK.
Because I wanted somebody had told me it was a small shawl, and so I wanted a larger one, but now I've got one of these schlanket things happening.
Yeah, it is quite big.
It's huge. I'm quite happy with it, except I was disappointed after the brioche to be just knitting a sampler then. I really loved the short rows and the curves at the beginning, and I loved the brioche, and then I was really disappointed to be just doing this sort of sampler work underneath.
Well, when I did it,
I was hoping for more short rows.
Curves. Those curves were amazing.
Yes.
And I would have done the whole shawl in that and been happy, because they were so fun.
I very nearly... Yes, absolutely. And I really liked the solid colours against each other, and now it's a bit of a mishmash, mashed potato. But I have seen other curved shawls with the curved wedges, so I might go looking for them and do another one all in the solids.
Well, I'll tell you what you might like as well is the I think I mentioned it last time, but I did a sweater that is based on that shawl, and but I did the drops version of it, which is the free one where they rip everybody off basically, because the original is the arm on it is a bit odd. One arm's normal and the other one's like a bat wing.
Yeah. Which sweater is that? Is that Stephen West?
Yeah, it's based on the
one like
Exploration one, you know. So and this jumper, it's all the curves until almost like you're doing a yoke of curves halfway down the arms as well. And then it's just plain at the bottom, and it's really cool. I've made it.
It is,
but never worn it
because of that long bat wing. I think I've got that pattern in one of my Stephen West books in my book library. I have enjoyed it up until this sampler section. I have really
I
enjoyed it.
hated that bit because it's is it like a yarn over type thing or a yarn in front?
Yeah.
Thing? And I
Yeah,
don't
you're
like those
doing
kind of patterns.
a slip stitch, so it's a mosaic sort of look. And I really wish I had have known. I would have just done it all in one colour to give it a solid look. But that's okay. I'm persevering, and I'm up to the second last section. I don't have. Do I have the pattern? Oh yeah, on the floor
Isn't
in my
the last
mobile
section
office.
a little bit like Old Shale or whatever it's called, Feather and Fan, isn't it?
Yeah,
A little bit like that?
chevron. So I'm up to section 4, nothing but knit, and we're just alternating colours on rows. And then the last section is the chevron shenanigans. I'm all about shenanigans.
That's what we do.
That's
Therese, what are you
we
doing?
do.
Therese, what are you working on?
I'm working on
Hey, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. I'm working on a calliope by Respastrico.
Yeah. Ooh. That's
It's got
pretty.
a ribbing. It has ribbing on the top, and then that ribbing is also on the butt sleeves.
Is that a brown or a purple?
It's like a burgundy, like a wine color.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
Ooh, pretty. That's one of their free patterns, right?
This is
Therese, that's a free pattern?
Yes. And this yarn is amazing. And I know people will be like, yeah, I don't care. It's Knit Picks. It's their merino cashmere. And it is lovely to work with. And I can't wait to wear it. So that's basically the only thing I'm working on because I want this sweater.
That'll be warm.
Until all the make-alongs come back around and added to.
Yeah.
There's always a new one. But that's good. I finished another ranunculus meal. I finished the second one. Sorta. I changed
I'm just going to
I
post
screwed up
this
the
one
yolk.
to you. You can finish mine for me.
No, I'm done with ranunculus now.
He's eating for me.
I screwed up the yoke. I missed a section, so I added it in after the fancy stitches, but I don't think the person who's getting it will care because she's not a knitter. But it's 2 strands of fingering hilt.
They won't even know.
Nice.
So it's probably going to be way too warm for the person who gets it because they live here in Las Vegas. But I had the yarn and I wanted to use it.
Oh.
Still on the ranunculus from my mother. In fact, I've only just picked it up after about 3 weeks because it's been too hot to knit, and it's finally cooled down a little bit today. I don't know. I know you're all laughing.
What was it?
But we don't have aircon.
20 degrees.
No, but we did have what do you call it? Humidity and dew point higher than Amy in New Orleans. So although our temperature was
very moist,
high, it was very
For how long?
sweaty. Oh, for about a week.
For how long?
One day.
For a whole week.
Yeah.
A week.
So I've literally been sat in front of this fan. I'm a
A
witchy
week.
Pom. Come on.
Sorry, Neil.
Oh, see, that's where I get it from. But I complain about how cold it is here. Oh my goodness! What, a whole week of 20-something degrees? I bet it didn't even hit 30, did it?
Oh no, we had.
I bet it didn't even hit anything over 80s.
No, I think we had a 31.
Good grief, Neil.
How much ease did I do?
Oh, and you melted like the Wicked Witch.
I just did size 2 is what I did on this. So I don't know how much ease it is. I made gauge, so I just did a size 2. Used 3 skeins of fingering weight.
I have a problem that I need you to help me with. Where is it gone?
Sure.
I need to find it. And it's the first time it's happened with anything I've knitted. And now I can't find it.
Oh, not a split stitch.
No, it's I've plucked it. So I've ended up with where's it gone?
Oh, have you lifted a stitch by accident? Gone under the stitch?
No, it's it got caught on something. Right, I don't know whether you'll be able to see.
Hey,
Oh,
Amy.
okay.
I'm dropping stitches off my needle now. Right.
Did you pull the thread?
Yeah, so it's probably not as bad as I'm making it out, but like the heat, it's going to really piss me off. So can you see?
Yeah.
Oh, a bit higher. Can you see there?
Oh, I can look how tight it is. Yep.
That's that tight.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean where I've pulled it? So I've plucked it. So
Yeah.
do you think that will block out when it's washed? Can you see?
I can't
Come
see what's.
closer to me.
Eh. Oh, it's a little. Okay, you didn't.
Yeah.
I've
You
just
knit
kind of
into the
pulled
stitch
it.
underneath or something.
So
No,
don't know.
no.
Just
No.
just let her
He's
down.
pulled the yarn. No. He's pulled the
Ah,
yarn. He's pulled it. He's
Oh, yeah,
pulled it.
so just ladder down and
Caught
that'll
it.
do it if I go back up.
If if you feel like you have to.
Yeah,
I
because it's
would.
going to piss me off. And my mum's an ex-knitter, so she notices.
Oh, so then you have to.
Yeah, every stitch.
Then you
isn't
have to.
Quite right. She said she does this thing where she'll just say, "Oh, that's lovely," and then she'll be looking at it and she'll go, "What happened
But-
there?" and then point to the one stitch.
Exactly.
That's the
That's
joy
like
of
my
giving the
mum.
non-knitters because they don't know. If they ask, I tell them it's supposed to be that way.
Right.
You know? Yeah, it's supposed to have a
That's
big,
funny.
big hole there.
My
It's
mother never
designed.
did anything for me when I was a kid. Nothing.
Oh.
That's my fault though, because I was always like, I don't want anything knitted. It itches.
Well,
Wow.
Amy's here. Hi, Amy.
yeah, she's can't join us in the chat, but she's in the watching chat. So.
Is my fan annoying you? Because I think it's blowing on the microphone. Can you hear it?
No,
I can't hear it. No.
no, look, I'm
can't
using
hear
my
it.
fall bag from Susan of Delightful Works.
Oh, how
Isn't it pretty?
beautiful.
Is this in anticipation?
Yeah.
Because of fall.
Oh, it's
Yeah, 'cause
lovely. Look at the
I don't
colours.
get- I don't actually get trees that change color, so I have to live vicariously through my face.
Yeah, that reminds me of this yarn with all the colours.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
Yeah. Look, Amy. Look at that, Amy. Count the
So-
colours, Amy. Do you
Does
like
Amy not
my
like colours?
furnishings? Do you like my furnishings today in my home? I'm making it like home here. I wonder who won their match this weekend, just gone. I wonder.
Can't call it a match, Joe.
It's not a match.
Oh, sorry.
Not a match.
There's
Tell her,
nothing
Therese.
matchy about any of it.
Well, it's a very serious game.
It's very
Game
serious.
is different.
Oh, look, Neil, I feel like the grocery girls, the garbage trucks turned up.
You just need a lawnmower on the other side.
This one's for the.
Oh my
this one's
goodness.
for Joe Bob. Why did the homeless woman mess up her car with that crap?
Go
It's going
swoop.
over my head, this. I have no idea what it represents.
Joe likes the
Neil,
football
this
team.
is
None of the rest of us do. That's
it's the
why.
best football team in the league. It's Philadelphia Eagles.
The what?
Fly,
Ah,
birds.
well, you mean
The
that
most
Philadelphia
successful?
Eagles. The most successful, most popular team in the
Oh,
National
do I
League
need to-
is the
Oh, honey.
Philadelphia
honey, you need a
Eagles.
history book. You need a history book.
No.
my friend.
Trees. They're the most popular team in Philadelphia.
in
Exactly.
the USA, United States, in the world. In the world, they're the most popular team in the world.
But
With
that's
the
not
best
football.
players,
That's something else.
the best
That's
fans.
handball.
I think
Yeah,
you're
it's-
exaggerating a tad bit there, Joe.
Throw ball.
The best
They just throw.
fans,
It's just a passing game. I don't know what they do with their feet. It's more like a passing game, isn't it? And that padding that they wear, Neil, aren't they pussies?
Oh,
All these big shoulder pads and helmets.
An episode of
Pussies.
the Simpsons or no Family Guy, and they showed Brits playing rugby wearing all the stuff that they wear. And it's like people don't wear all that crap.
No.
Yes,
Our
football
guys are
is
tough.
football, not this soccer
Our
nonsense.
guys are brutes.
Oh, and your Aussie rules or whatever it's called. Holy cow!
Yeah.
That's
Australian
really tough.
rules.
Yeah, that's really tough stuff.
Oh, that's where they wear the shorter shorts. That's
And nearly
well
kill each
followed
other.
by women. Yeah, yeah. Up on each other's shoulders. They leap up into the air on top of each other's shoulders. Up there, Kazali. That's what we call it. Up there, Kazali. Show us your might. That's some sort of athleticism, I tell you. They could be ballerinas, our guys. They
And
can
then you've got
move.
the Iron Men as well. You've got it all going on, haven't you, down there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do. And what about the tennis? That was interesting. The tennis was on.
That was very
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
missed
good.
that.
Very good.
Didn't see any of
I
that.
don't watch it. I don't watch it. Mum does. Mum stays
used
up
to.
to the wee hours of the morning.
My parents used to watch it all the time, but I haven't watched it.
No,
Um,
my neck hurts going backwards and forwards like that, watching it.
I think it's funny
Oh,
how
my
all the
goodness.
celebrities show up for the finals, though. Like, they probably
Oh,
don't
of
ever watch
course.
tennis at all, but they have to go be seen at the finals. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
why
Wimbledon,
not?
it's the same thing.
I know Wimbledon
Support.
it's like to get a ticket at Wimbledon, you literally have to sleep with someone, then pay $1 million. You know, you just cannot get a ticket for love nor money. Literally, you can't, unless you're somebody.
Wow.
So all those
Sure.
people in the audience are usually connected to tennis and
Hey,
some way.
Liz.
So they've been invited.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a
guess.
few people. We've got Cheryl. Did we mention Cheryl earlier? I've just noticed.
Yep,
And
Cheryl's
Senko.
here. Amy's here. Liz.
Who's
Oh,
Elle?
no, we've got
I feel
got
like I know
friends.
Elle, but I don't know who it is.
I don't know.
We like Elle. Elle's here. She comes here.
I know
I
she
reckon-
comes here. I just don't know who
lovely.
she is.
Imagine
I
people
see.
coming to see us all.
Oh,
They'll be
gosh,
talking
just to
about that
hang
in
out with
Craft Night
us.
next week.
What, that we'd like to hang out and just shoot the shit? Oh, my goodness. Your episode with Tabitha. Excuse me, Neil, but I have never, ever, you have corrupted my mind now
Oh,
because
right.
I have never, ever, ever heard of butt plugs nor ever seen one. And I still don't know what, I do not know what one looks
Blame
like.
Tabitha for that. I don't think I brought up butt plugs. I think it was Tabitha.
I have never
that
in my
was what
life
was in the
heard about
picture.
such a thing.
In that
And I
Ravelry
looked
picture.
away. I looked away. No,
Ravelry,
there was
please.
there
We
was
didn't
something
show
Neil said don't look or something, and I looked away anyway. I was
Ah,
horrified.
Yeah, that was pretty
Old-fashioned
rude.
person that I am.
Very rude. Yeah.
Very
Put it this way,
interesting.
I
People,
blushed.
I bet you
Put it this
did.
way.
I would too.
If people are into that stuff,
Horrifying.
be into that stuff, not on a family-friendly website. You know, go
I don't need to know about
an
it.
adult website. That
Well,
was my
somebody
problem.
Yeah, whatever.
Somebody made a really good point about the Ravelry picture. I don't know whether it was you, Liz, actually, where they said that it's not just the butt plug and the amyl nitrate stuff, the popper stuff, but all those camera things
Yeah.
was like voyeurism, and it's like encouraging
Oh, that
that as
wasn't me.
well. I
But
can't
I
remember
get
who
it,
said
yeah.
it now. But he's like, yeah, I
Horrible.
never thought of that. And when you look closely at those images in the cameras, it's like trying to figure out
Oh.
what it is really, that they're doing.
Okay, Elle. Now I know. Good for you. Being one of Neil's undercover spies.
Yes, I have them. What's that character called in Game of Thrones? What was he called? Varys, was it? Spider?
Varys, yes, I loved Varys.
Little birds.
He was my favorite. I was so sad when he got killed.
Yeah, he's a brilliant actor, because have you seen
Yes.
where he plays a Smurfette? Have you never seen?
No.
I'll send it to you. He's in a series by Peter Kay, and it's called Car Share. And he's only in one episode, and he plays a woman in it, but they're on a fancy dress evening, and he's dressed as a Smurf. So he's in blue.
Oh,
with a
how
skirt on,
funny.
And I tell you, it's
Oh,
one of the
that's
funniest
hilarious.
scenes ever. It's really good. So
Wow.
if you want to look for it, look for Car Share Smurfette scene, and it'll come up.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry for the spoiler, Liz, but Game of Thrones has been over a while.
Oh, he comes back to life.
It does.
Well, that's
Did you
believable
see-
because some did, didn't they?
Disney must be having so much trouble because they're putting Ahsoka episode 5 in theaters to try to get people interested in it. Is that
Oh.
ridiculous or what?
What, of Game of Thrones?
No, of Ahsoka on Disney. You know, the new Star Wars show. They're putting
Oh.
an episode in the theater. People can go watch it in the theaters.
Right.
Mhm.
You're gonna go pay to watch it if you're already paying to watch it on Disney. Why would you do that? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they're
I've
just
never
trying to
seen
get money.
any of them through to the end. I've seen maybe 3/4 of the first 3 films, and that's it. I used to fall
Mhm.
asleep. I just found it really boring. Sorry, everyone.
Oh. But it was lovely to watch you, and it was really, really great to see beautiful Tabitha. I mean, I'm sorry to hear she's laid up today. So
Oh, yeah.
if
Hey,
you're,
she glammed herself up, didn't she, for that episode?
oh, she's such
She
a
looks
beautiful
lovely.
girl. She's always beautiful. She's a gorgeous
Oh, no.
looking young lady.
Oh no, Amy. That's
Oh.
sending prayers your way.
Oops.
That's terrible.
Ouch.
That's
Okay,
Ouch.
you won't live that one down for a while. Hope he finds his wallet, love.
I hope so.
I like to think people are honest and hand things like that in.
Most people
but-
are, I believe.
Yeah, it was lovely to see Tabs. I really do
Yeah.
adore Miss Tabitha to
She
pieces.
makes me
She's
laugh.
beautiful.
Every time I speak to her, she makes me laugh.
She's
guys have the
She
wonderful.
doesn't
best
have to say
dynamic.
anything funny. She just makes me laugh.
You-
You know what I mean?
You
Once
guys have
she
the
does, I
best
like-
dynamic.
Oh, brilliant.
She has a
Because
very
you'll
quick
say
wit.
something, and she'll just say, "F this, I don't care." And it's just so Tabitha. It's like,
She's
just
gorgeous.
don't come for me. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I don't care.
Yeah,
That's why we
yeah,
adore
she's
her.
a good girl. Absolutely. And then I watched the lovely Tara. It's funny. I really have an
Mhm.
issue with people calling her Tara, or how do you say her name?
I think she says it, Tara, but
Tara.
I don't know
So I
how.
love watching.
I'd say
How
Tara.
do you say Tara?
Tara.
Yeah, Tara. Gone with the wind, Tara.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful listening to her. It was really
Oh,
heartwarming.
he's
warming
found
and
it. He's found it. Sorry, Joe.
Yay, he found it.
good. He's not dead then. Good.
Yeah, he's going to live for another day.
He
I
gets
agree,
to live-
Liz. I think they do need a morning show. They would be awesome.
Well, it'd be morning for one of us and nighttime for the other, wouldn't it? It'd never be. a
Oh, it
morning
would.
show.
No, it would never
It
be
would
a
be
morning
awesome,
show.
though. I would pay to watch that every day.
Oh, right,
Oh, my
Joe.
goodness.
Just going to pay us.
Great. Quick, jump on
Come
it.
on, grift. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
See you
pay- I'll
every
pay you.
morning.
I'll pay you £6.80 for the whole series. How's that?
See you every morning then, Neil.
Yeah, well, that's a start, isn't it?
Hi, that's fantastic. What a fellowship.
What would
Imagine
our
that.
angle be? What would be our extra bit?
Oh, extra bit. Yeah, we'd have to have some special segment that nobody else has got. How
They would,
about
be they would probably make fun of Americans making fun of them.
I was
Oh, yeah.
was gonna
that'd
say-
be good.
Mhm.
dumb shit Americans say. Oh gosh, we'd fill it up for hours.
I don't think we'd have many followers for very long, though, if we did that.
No, no. Only when Jim Poms. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Oh my goodness, that's
If they don't-
hilarious.
Liz has a name for you.
Already? Good day,
Well,
Jaffel.
We
Oh,
don't
yeah,
call them
okay.
jaffles here. I know exactly what you're talking about, and we just call them toasties.
Oh, I love a cheese toasty.
Yeah, but it's the same as your jaffle, so it's sealed around the outsides.
Oh, so okay. Not here. A cheese toasty is just a grilled cheese sandwich, my friend.
I don't know what we
Yes,
call that because we have them as well.
Grilled?
But I don't know what we call them.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh, we could
yes,
we
Al.
could sit together,
Sorry.
Neil, and eat chip buddies with vinegar.
Yeah, because you have chips, don't you? Not these nonsense
Oh,
things
I-
you have in America.
Not those skinny, malnourished fries. No, we have big, fat, juicy chips
Good, yes.
on a piece
have
of
those
bread with
too.
butter dripping down to your
Hey.
elbow and douse
Hey.
it in vinegar.
Vinegar, yes.
We use
Hey.
you know how England set up the entire world travel and for spice.
Mhm.
We actually use those spices
Oh.
in our cooking.
Well, They traded
true.
them. They didn't give them to us. We were just the poor plebs.
Hang on. Where does Marco Polo come from?
Good point.
Italy.
Thank you. Marco Polo. Ciao Bella. Okay.
Yes,
so why
Elle,
the
I
Poddies
am
getting the
designing
blame
the Chicken Lady
for the
Advent.
spice
so-
trade?
Well, you know,
Please don't make
lot
it
of
a
British food-
sampler.
Can't hear you both. You're talking at the same time. One at a time.
making demands here.
Customer
I don't remember what I
request.
was going to say. Customer request.
The
Keep it in
advent.
mind.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The advent.
Well, there's only so much you can do with like little mini skeins of a few yards of each. So,
Yeah.
Liz can't find the Heinz baked beans. She's going to order some with Vegemite.
Oh my
You'll
God.
have to
baked beans,
report back.
$2
Yeah.
a can. They're
Whatever you
everywhere.
do,
They're
don't
everywhere.
get the sugar-free ones or the low-fat ones. They're disgusting. And don't
Or
get
the
the
ham
curried
ones.
ones. Yeah,
Or the
or
curry?
anything with... It's just,
Not the ham
they're awful.
sauce.
And don't get a barbecue tin either. They do them now. It's just
No.
got to be the plain beans.
Tomato. Yeah.
We have
Heinz
the
means
plain-
beans.
The plain and the curry.
Sorry,
Ew,
Teresa,
we don't
say
even-
that again.
Liz will have to come on our show and eat them and tell us how they are.
That is dangerous. That is dangerous if Liz does that. Because she won't hold back.
What is that noise? Is that your cats, Neil?
No, I think it's Joe moving the hands.
Oh, is it me knitting too
Hang on,
fast?
I'll go on mute.
It's probably me knitting too fast, am I? Are my needles clacking? My
No, it
steel
just sounded
needles,
like
my
some-
copper needles.
It sounded like something was scraping across something. Now
Oh,
it's
there isn't a
gone.
murderer
Probably.
on top of your car, is there?
Drop bear. How many
I was
people
gonna
looked
say
up
underneath.
drop bears?
Yeah.
Drop bear.
Crocodile.
How many
Oh,
of
it
you
may-
looked up drop bears after that episode?
How funny. You're terrible, Neil. Oh, Neil, I'm going to your stomping ground next week.
Oh, are you?
All right,
Ah.
so next week I might be a few minutes late, ladies and gentlemen, because I will be dropping Mills off to a workshop, a cropping workshop somewhere on somebody's farm outside your old stomping grounds.
So outside
So-
W.
outside W, outside Dubbo. I'll be outside of Dubbo, your old stomping ground.
No, the funny thing was I wasn't thinking of Dubbo. I was thinking of the place
What?
beginning with W. But then, as I said, it was like Dubbo.
Yep. No, I'll be visiting Dubbo next week.
Very nice. Well, not very nice, really, but you know what I mean.
Oh, they have a yarn store there
Do
that I
they?
probably won't be visiting. Yeah, they have a little yarn store there. It's quite cute.
Wow.
I got some Malabrigo last time I was there.
I
And
think
that's
I
my
told you
needles
when I was
cracking
there.
away. Liz?
I think it's your needles are on your mic or close to your mic. Where's the mic on your headphone cord? Yeah.
Hang on, I'll just pull it up here then. Oh, good grief. This is all technical. Okay, it's up out of the way now, I think.
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
That's better.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, when
My
I was
needle's
there,
clacking
which
away.
was way back in 1990-91, they had to kill all the sheep because the wool was valueless, something to do with Russia, and it was heartbreaking. They were getting paid by the government to kill them so much, like a sheep. Like I think it was 50 cents a sheep they were getting paid, and like not even so the meat was
how
useless.
awful.
The wool. Do you remember that?
Wow.
Because
It's terrible.
do you not remember it?
No, at that time I would have been living up in far north Queensland, up in Cairns probably. So no. The latest thing is the varroa mite for the bees. The honey producers are having a horrific time and millions of dollars lost. Millions. Because these varroa mites are, giving the bees some sort of death. sentence. They're not living for very long after the mites get to them. And they're coming down from Queensland into our state now. So they've invaded. They're invading. They're coming.
There's been a problem
So hang on
worldwide,
to your
hasn't there,
honey.
with bees?
Yeah. Hang
there
on
was
to your
the,
honey if
We
you've
didn't
got your own hives.
We didn't have hardly any honeybees this year. And now when the weather changed with the humidity, we have a ton of mosquitoes. Like I am all bit up. And the problem is there hasn't been dragonflies around.
To eat the
I saw
mosquitoes.
one.
Oh.
And usually they're all over the place.
I've seen
Yeah.
dragonflies. We don't get a lot of mosquitoes here, but we do get the dragonflies. But
Wow.
It's bad.
We get big mosquitoes. I mean, they're so big. We breed them so big here they could carry you away. They're huge.
that's how they were in New Jersey. But where I live, we don't
Mhm.
have a lot of standing water. So and a lot of lakes or
Right.
anything, so we don't get them.
We don't get mosquitoes, but we
I
get
live
midges.
A block
Do you
from
know what
the
midges are?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, midges.
$18? Holy,
No, don't do that, please.
that's
They're only
ridiculous.
Well,
$2 here, seriously.
I can get them for four
Ah.
something.
That's for a 4-pack.
Oh.
Yeah, no, the two.
So £4,
Still-
$4.50 a tin.
Too
That's-
much.
Wow.
Don't do it.
Well, I think they're about
So
£2 here,
Like $4
which is
for
what
that
that must be. I think,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, bush beans are a lot cheaper.
But I think that's about right,
Oh.
you know, because they're £2 here, which
Oh,
would be
okay.
what in America? Oh no, that'd only be about
Little-
$2.50, wouldn't it?
Little bit more, just a little bit
Yeah.
more, yeah. Cheap as chips here.
But I'd only get one if I was
Always
you,
on
just in case you
sale.
don't like them. Because if you get 4 tins and then you hate it, what are you going to do? You'll be throwing them at me and Joe.
And, Vegemite is quite expensive here. So I wouldn't even buy a big jar. The tiniest jar I would get because you will absolutely hate it and then hate me for it.
You can get those little tiny packets though now, can't you? They're like, you know, those
Oh,
little, you like little butter
yeah.
things. They're like that you can get.
The little sachets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes through Amazon, you can get sample food packs from different countries where there'll be little packs of all different, their specialties that aren't too
Mhm.
expensive. Because I know my
Oh,
friend,
cool.
my daughter's friend used to get Japanese candy when they were in Japanese club.
Oh, yeah.
She would order and they would get all these different Japanese candies to try, which are very weird. Let me
Okay.
tell
If
you,
you guys,
there are a lot of flavors of Kit Kat that are not available in the West.
Oh,
yes,
Ooh.
green
those
tea
in the
Kit
Asian
Kat.
Green tea is lovely,
Oh.
isn't it?
Yeah, my daughter
Yeah,
likes
the
that
green
one
tea
too.
Kit Kat.
Yeah.
We can't
that
get them here.
Mm.
No, girlfriend sent them to me from Japan. They're yummo. Yummo.
I'll keep that in mind because I can get them at my Asian market. We have a giant Asian
Oh.
market. And
Oh, get yourself a green
Yeah.
tea
And
Kit
they
Kat. They're
really do
delicious.
taste of tea. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I know it says it on the
Yeah.
wrapper, but it does taste of tea.
Yummy, very yummy. I do like those. They're good. And I miss Japanese curry too. Their Japanese curry is really delicious. They
like-
sell them in the little foil packs that you can just add to the meat. And they are so delicious, like a sweet curry, really nice.
Like, is
Mhm.
katsu Japanese? Katsu curry? Is that Japanese?
Katsu chicken. Katsu.
Is it
Katsu
Japanese?
chicken. I had
Yeah, it's
katsu
Japanese.
for my sushi. Yeah.
I've had that. But
Yeah.
that's the only Japanese food I've ever had because we don't have many
Oh,
Japanese
okay.
things here.
No. A lot of Indian food. You have lots of curries there, though. Indian
We do.
curries.
Yeah, loads. of
Yeah.
curries. We love our
Curry's
curries.
good.
I learned a new
Just not
thing
in your
last week.
beans.
I learned a new thing last week about some sort of white chicken chili or white chili chicken or something last week. I'd never heard of
Chicken
before.
chili is good.
Oh.
so good.
Never heard of it
Yeah, I
because
think-
here a chicken curry would be a green curry. They call it a green curry, the
It's
Indian
not curry, it's
restaurant.
chili.
It's
That's
chili,
Thai,
yeah.
isn't
it's
it?
a-
Green
Oh,
curry's
that's
Thai.
why.
yeah, I love green
Oh,
curry.
okay.
Oh, me too. And yellow.
You're right. Red and green
Red.
curry. You're right. Thai.
No, white chicken chili is good.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of it. How racist.
Anyone's allowed to eat it, Joe.
But America is the only place I've travelled to where you get asked at a takeaway food place, and you probably know which one I'm talking about. I'll tell you if you don't. Where I've been asked, do you want white meat or dark meat? And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Really?
Chicken's chicken. Yeah, I went into a takeaway. I went into a little
Chicken's
takeaway,
not chicken.
and
Yeah,
I was
I know
asked,
which one.
you know which one? They make little
Yeah.
burgers, teeny tiny burgers, and they have a chicken. And I ordered some chicken, and I was horrified
And it's-
in my early 20s to be asked, did I want white meat or dark meat? And I did stand there and say, excuse me, are you racist, to the black guy who was serving me.
No,
No.
I've never heard of it in my life.
No.
it's
I've
either
never-
chicken breast or chicken thighs and wings and legs.
Right.
Chicken is
Those are
chicken
dark meat.
here.
No, the thighs and the
No.
wings are the dark meat, and the
Meat and
See,
the breasts
Neil?
are the white meat.
breasts are white.
Bloody
Yeah.
racist. Racist. Never heard of it in my life. Never. Ever in this country would you be asked, do you want white meat or dark
I
meat?
mean, I know about dark meat and white meat, but I've never heard anybody
Never.
ask anybody about it.
Yeah.
You just get your chicken, whatever
Yeah,
it
you
is.
get your
Chicken,
chicken.
Yeah.
white
And you
meat
probably
is
get a bit of
drier.
both.
Yes.
Dark meat is moister, so it
Mm.
cooks differently. It tastes differently.
It's the breast, isn't it? White meat is the breast.
White
Yeah.
meat is the
Mhm.
breast.
And the
But we
drumstick.
And the
wouldn't really
thighs.
care because it's just chicken.
It's just chicken
Thighs
from a
and wings.
takeaway.
Different.
No, if you're making a casserole, it'd be different. You'd use the thighs and lightly coat them in flour and make them nice and juicy. But in a takeaway burger shop or a chicken shop, no, you get what you get and you don't get upset. You know, if you go to KFC, you go to KFC and you get a mixed box of chicken pieces, well, that's what you get. You don't get to ask for
Or-
one or the other.
Yeah, you do. At our KFCs, you can.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
See?
just
Yeah.
really good
And
customer
triangles
service.
and- yeah.
You can ask for extra breasts or extra wings or whatever. Yeah.
You get what you get here and you fight and squabble over it with your
Wait,
family members.
I don't know what it's like in Australia these days, but one thing that always amazes me is how you guys get like free coffee or free drinks for the whole time you're in a restaurant. You know, you
Yeah,
buy it
well,
once and then you just
Free
get topped up.
refills.
Yeah,
I've
we don't
seen
get
that
that
in
here.
the US. I've seen that
Well,
in some
some-
US places.
I mean, a lot of places have it. Not everything does, but it depends on the type of drink. Like if it's some
Like-
specialty drink or some, smoothie, chances are they're not going to give you a free
Oh,
refill.
no. No,
But
no,
if
but
it's
if
like
you
a
went,
soda or a tea or something like that, then it's probably refill.
yeah, if you go to Subway and you want a foot long and you're sitting there for a little bit, shoving that down your gob, you can refill your drink for free while you're there. Yeah,
Mhm.
of course.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean, coffee doesn't
Isn't it
cost
funny?
anything.
I never go to places like that anymore. Like the only sort of takeaway I would ever have is Indian or fish and chips.
Oh,
would
I
never
love
go to
Indian.
Subway. I would never go to a chicken place. I wouldn't get a burger.
Really?
Yeah, it's just something that I'm not really into that kind of food. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I've
I don't
never
mind.
liked the Muck brand.
Oh,
Never liked anything of theirs.
Mickey D's. No,
Yeah,
Mickey
can't-
D's. Ugh,
Can't stomach it.
cannot stand it. I mean, I do like a
That
hash
username
brown,
made
but
me do a double take then.
Ugh.
They do good breakfasts.
breakfasts. I was thinking, what? We've
They
got a
do
lefty
good breakfasts.
what, hash browns
make-
and a sausage and egg McMuffin?
Their
You-
McGriddles are good, and their McMuffins are
We
good.
don't get those. See, we don't get those, but we get the muffins. We get a very tight selection of what you have over there. Only a very small. Oh my gosh, the apple pies, the little rectangle apple pies. We have had those forever and a day, and then finally last year they did. What do you call it? Lose my mind there. With the.
Whipped
Okay,
cream?
let's play a game. No, with the torch gun. What do you call it?
Creme
The
brulee.
creme brulee. I was thinking
At
caramel.
McDonald's?
Caramel. Yeah, brulee. Oh, give me a drink. Hang on.
She is
Creme
posh.
brulee pies. So they were the same shape as the apple pies, the little rectangular ones, the curved ones, and it was creme brulee. And I'm telling you, when my son offered to buy me one, I'm like, "Can I have 3, please?" And I was eating them cold. They were delicious because they had like a
I've never
little
heard of that.
creme caramel.
I
Have
think
you
I
not
would
had
like
that one
as
yet?
well. No,
We don't
I
have
They do
don't
have
them
the.
here.
There should be putting out the pumpkin ones soon because in the fall
Yeah.
they do
They
the little
don't.
pumpkin ones.
Yeah.
Hello, it's spring here. We never get a pumpkin one. I would love a pumpkin one. I'd buy a whole box of them. But the creme brulee was just a big oozing caramel with a creme sauce. And it was, oh my gosh, it
sounds
was
good.
gourmet for Mickey D's. It was gourmet. And then they stopped it. It was just a trial.
Yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. and I'm getting really hungry now. I might have to have something to eat before I go to bed. I'm probably having
I
indigestion.
didn't bring any snacks today, only my
hopefully-
coffee.
Hopefully, my child will put dinner in the oven and we'll have dinner tonight. Otherwise,
Imagine.
it'll be tomorrow
Can't
night's dinner.
imagine. So really, do they have pumpkin pies in that same shape
Yeah.
or sweet
Yes.
pumpkin?
Yes.
So is it just a creamy mash pumpkin with
It's
spice?
it's like
Yeah.
pumpkin puree, just like what you would put in a pumpkin pie.
Oh my gosh, I've
Just
never
cook it.
heard of it. Yum. Want one of those? I might have to rally Mickey D's next winter. Why can't we have that one? Not fair. Not fair at all. And yeah, that place called White Castle. Oh my goodness.
White Castle's
What?
terrible. Their burgers are
Well,
not good.
that's where I got asked if I wanted white meat or dark meat when I was at
didn't
White
even know
Castle.
I didn't even know they sold chicken. I've only had burgers there, just sliders.
Oh, maybe
Elle
this was
says-
a long time ago, 30 years ago. Goodness.
Elle
More.
says her McDonald's has strawberry and cream pie. I've seen those, but I have not seen
Mine
a
does
cookies
too.
and cream pie.
Mine does.
not
too.
Oh,
seen
I'm,
that one
s-
yet.
I'm so oppressed. All we have is the bloody apple pies. Every day for the last 30 years, apple pies. I do think Wendy's might be coming here soon, though. We might get a Wendy's
Ooh.
store, burger store, whatever.
Wendy's has
So
good
that'll be
salad.
interesting.
They
They
make
have
I feel
good
what
like
salad.
Wendy's is the healthiest
has
out
good
of all the
salads.
fast foods.
Yeah, they make good salads.
Mm-hmm.
The one I
And their
like is
chili-
Okay.
Good.
Stop because it's summer's over.
Their
The
burgers
chili's
are
not
fresh.
bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope we get a Wendy's here. I know we've got a Hungry. Do you have Hungry Jack's?
No.
It's pancakes.
It's like Mickey D's. Like even in one town on my way to Sydney, about hour and 15 away from here, there's Mickey D's on one side and Hungry Jack's on the other side of the highway, and they both pretty much sell the same stuff, except Hungry Jack's has onion rings.
I like a good onion ring.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, there's sort of the only place where you can get onion rings if you're so inclined. And they just have burgers and hash browns and all the same stuff.
Hmm.
Wonder where Hungry Jack's comes from then, if it's not American.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I don't know.
No, I've not. I've
Okay.
not heard of that.
Okay, I'll have to do some research on Hungry Jack's.
It'll probably be
Do you have
British.
some?
Uh,
Might be. Do you have
So now-
sombrero? Yeah, sombrero.
I only had Whataburger once. It was okay.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, I don't know Whataburger.
I like
okay.
it.
I like In-N-Out better than
Oh.
Whataburger.
Is
Well, I know
Whataburger the
that's
one where Ghislaine Maxwell was found when she went missing when all that thing first happened? And
I
there
don't
was a
know.
picture of her, and I'm sure it was Whataburger. Because I remember
Whataburger's
thinking,
Texas, I think.
is that some kind of a joke?
Yeah,
You
they
know,
had them in El Paso.
Yeah, it's a Texas thing. In-N-Out is the one I like, and that's from California.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're
okay.
slowly moving across the country. Their burgers are good because they don't have any freezers or any. Everything's fresh. Like they have warehouses that bring them the food every day or so that everything's fresh. They only have refrigerators. Very limited
Okay.
menu. So, basic stuff.
Good.
But they're really good.
Yeah, now I'm hungry. I've not had breakfast. Monday night, knit night. I
You didn't bring a
didn't bring
candy
a
bar to
snack.
eat?
No, I didn't bring a snack. I'm off my game.
I don't know.
So what are you knitting
mean-
on this Advent that you can't show us?
No, because I don't have the yarn for that yet.
Oh, you
Um,
haven't got the yarn yet. Okay.
No, I'm knitting on a cardigan. That cardigan that I started before and pulled out, I frogged because it was the wrong size. So I started
Yep.
it over.
is this the
Okay.
stripy sleeve cardigan?
Yes, it's another stripy sleeve one. I have so
Yep.
much self-striping sock yarn I need to use, so I'm
Yeah.
not making socks.
No,
In and
not
out in
unless I
Texas
can.
is not the same as Cali. Oh, that's a shame, Liz.
Oh,
That's sad. I've never been to Culver's, but people talk about it.
Culver's. Okay.
I've heard people talk about it, but I've never been there.
Never heard of it.
Oh, me too, Liz. I hope my eyes don't go screwy either.
Black yarn. Oh, okay.
Mine's right
There
here.
might be a future knit along coming up.
Yeah.
Keep
You need to get your
tuned.
black yarn in.
Watch our friends at Politically Correct Knitters. I'm sure there'll be announcements soon.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna do Tabitha's Murder Knits. I'm not quite sure. Something Stephen West sucks knit along, whatever she's calling it. Because I figure it'll be a good break from the black yarn.
What is it? Less knits or the worst knits?
That's worst knits.
Liz can knit in the chat there. Oh my God, she needs to be cancelled.
Oh no! Now you've done it.
You said the word, Liz.
You racist.
Shame on you.
Spooky yarn. Oh my goodness. No, yeah. If all the haters or any haters are watching today, I really enjoy. Oh, thank you, Neil, for sending me the political poll. And for all you haters out there, I'm sort of in the middle and liberal and some sort of stuff like that happening in my worldview. Go and watch Politically Incorrect Knitters because the lovely Tara was on there. It was the most heartwarming chat about fellowship and community. Go watch it. You might learn something. You might learn that there's not really us and them and they and them.
The problem is they do watch and they never learn.
They. Here I am saying there's no they, Neil. Any haters out there, go watch. Go educate yourself if you can handle it. Amazing. I was so happy to see Tara talking about how she supports all of us. And she did just send me yarn. So she really does. She's out there supporting everybody and keeping everybody together.
I was really surprised because I did an experiment, doing merch because I'm useless at that kind of thing. And I did one just for a week. I don't know if you remember, and just to test it out. And she actually bought 2 bags.
I know.
So I think she's the only person in the world that owns a blocked bag.
Limited edition.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Tara's the best. She's the leader of our fellowship. She supports us and encourages us.
She is.
And I'm so glad she's doing her podcast. I love it. I love to see the chickens and hear her talk about her faith and the saints. And it's just a pleasant time.
She's a young woman. She's a young woman who has travelled outside the US, who does understand how other countries and cultures have evolved, and she's just a very intelligent, a very lovely young woman with her head screwed on right. Beautiful lady, really sweet, and not she. What I like is she's not a mousy person by any means. She will speak her mind. She will put you in her place. She is an apprentice babushka, and I think she's just really straight down the line in a very heartwarming. She's not blunt and rude like me. She's very straightforward, but very empathetic towards other people and very caring towards other people.
We need to sing Kate Bush to her, don't we?
Yes.
Babushka.
You go first. You go first. Can you imagine that? Babushka, babushka. Can you imagine the both of us caterwailing and my dogs howling in the background?
We'll have to send her videos on her birthday.
Halfway through, a chook lays an egg. Have you heard the noise they make? Oh, my goodness. That would be funny. Babushka on the farm. Oh, my goodness. She's a sweetheart. That was a great episode to watch. It really warmed my heart so much. And you and Tabs had me laughing, almost peed my pants. And then there was butt plugs and other people's skeletons coming out of the closet everywhere. It was very eye-opening,
Don't
Neil.
forget to watch the Kerry episode that I was on, the Popped Culture. where we talked about
the
British comedies
British.
for 3 hours.
And you got
So I've been on
Is it?
lives and stuff for about 10 hours this week.
wow.
And you're still going.
I
It's
heard.
still going, yeah.
I was actually in the audience waiting for that one to come live, and you guys got banished before
Yeah,
you
we
even
did.
began.
Yeah, the BBC got to us.
So that's been released now. We can all go and have a look.
Yeah.
Wow. Well done, Kerry Smith.
We need Carrie
That's
Smith to come join us
amazing.
one Monday.
Well, when
she's back
she
home.
gets back,
Oh,
I'm going to
she's
be
a
asking her to
little-
come on my podcast because I want to talk about the
Oh, you
ninth
grab her
issue
first,
of the
Neil.
magazine because she was the model, for the hats.
Grab her first.
That's
But what I
right.
might do is ask
Yeah,
everybody
but
that
we've known
knitted
her
the hats.
longer.
Oh, come on. Let Neil have
Fighting
the
over
grift.
Carrie.
No,
Okay,
no, we're
okay.
not going to fight over her. She can choose where she wants to go.
No. Oh, don't you dare do that. What
No.
can we entice her with,
Don't
girls?
do that to Carrie.
What can we bribe her with? No, she's a darling lady. No, don't you do. And talking about how long you spend on a podcast, oh my goodness. Bloody Mikey on Microaggressed, I went to watch his latest and it was over 7 hours long. And I was thinking,
I know.
has he got a diaper on? What was he doing? Nothing that day.
Well, Tabitha and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we have come up with something genius that we don't think anyone has ever done before. Don't think. And yeah,
Don't
that
think.
it's going to stop
You
people
are the-
having to have diapers.
You are the stupidest man in existence, Neil. So I'm thinking it will be something. It will be something.
Is there
I've got
knitting
an
wars tomorrow,
idea.
Ann Pinkava? Is that why you said there's always tomorrow too, Neil?
Tomorrow's
What's that,
Tuesday.
sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, so are there knitting
Today's
wars tomorrow?
Tuesday.
Because we need
Oh,
tomorrow's
yeah, later
whatever
today
for
for
you.
me.
Oh, golly.
Just let us
Oh,
know so
golly
everybody
gosh.
can go watch.
Yeah, people are
Yeah.
going
And
to
everyone
tune
should
in
go-
and they'll be like, him again? God, he's
Go
everywhere.
watch Two Sisters and Some Yarn.
Not
Just
even
put out a
Christmas
podcast,
yet.
and they were awesome. And hopefully,
No, they
um,
weren't. They were shit. They were shit. Amy
maybe
was
she's
shit.
talking to you.
Can I just say?
No.
Denise
always
was
What about
incredible. Denise was incredible. And she showed me her socks, but Amy was shit. Just watch and
Tell us
you'll
how you
see.
really
She
feel.
doesn't even. She didn't
Okay,
acknowledge
they're
me
working
at
out
all.
technicalities.
She was shit.
Well, we hope so.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Love the
Count
knitting
with me,
wars.
guys. It's knit night.
So what haven't
Oh.
you seen yet, Anne? What has she not seen?
Oh, she's up to all sorts of
Amy,
Two
mischief.
Sisters and Some Yarn. Don't spoil it for Anne, Joe.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I won't spoil it. She doesn't show you anything. Don't watch. Don't watch. Don't watch it. I dare you. Don't watch it. She didn't show me shit. She didn't show me anything.
So Neil, how is your crochet sweater coming along?
Oh, it's in timeout at the moment while I keep looking at it to decide whether I like it.
You have to finish it, and you have to take really crazy outdoor stylized pictures.
Well, the problem is, I don't know whether you... Oh, where's Jo gone? She laughed herself off the channel. There's a character called Obelisk.
Hilarious.
There's a character called Obelisk. Do you know who that is, Jo?
Yeah.
No Asterix. Yeah.
Well, I know
when I put
Obelix,
it
the
on-
Viking. Yeah.
Yes, because of the
Oh my
stripes,
God.
that's what I look like. So,
That's why I'm laughing.
so I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. The only person who's seen me wearing it is actually Anne. I sent Anne a photograph because I
And
thought
you didn't
Anne
send it
won't
to
laugh.
us? You didn't
No.
send it to us?
Anne, do not send it to them.
Hey, Anne, we love you. Send it in, that other chat, the one Neil's not in.
Oh my God, there's a chat that Neil's not in. How dare
Oh, is
you?
there? Oh.
How dare
I'm
you?
sure there's,
Oh,
There's probably about
Hang on.
5 that I'm not in, I imagine.
oh. I can't wear it yet.
Elle has a request, Neil.
Yes, please. A crazy music video. What, a la Christy Glass, one of Christy Glass type dances.
Oh, please don't.
Oh.
He
I
can't
would
wear
watch
it yet
Christy
because
Glass, but I can't Patreon everybody, so I can't watch Christy Glass anymore. Because
you know why he's not wearing it? Because his corset hasn't arrived from Amazon yet.
No, it's actually
Oh, the
fits
obelisk.
perfectly,
Oh.
but it fits too well at the moment until I've blocked it. So
Are you
it's
really-
super wash, so it'll stretch a little bit.
It will grow a little bit. Please don't stretch it out to oblivion and it'll look like a paper bag hanging on you. I really
Well,
dislike that.
When I've got the
Come
shield as
on.
well, then I will model it. But until then,
Liz says there's a secret
Oh.
Jackal chat. That must be for Neil and Aunt, or for Neil and Joe Bob, because the rest of us don't have Jackal makers.
Oh my goodness. I can imagine you, Neil, but you'll have to suck your guts up in and stand really tall. I can imagine you trying to model it, sucking your stomach in like all us mums with muffin tops do, finding something to put in the middle like your shield so no one's looking at your rolls.
yeah, between me and the camera.
Exactly the same. Yep. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's the story of our lives, isn't it? Taking photographs. Is this my good side? Is this my good side?
Anne said
Oh
she
no.
ain't no snitch. Well done, Anne.
That's what she tells you. That's what she tells you. I'm sure she's open to bribery. Oh, how funny. Oh my gosh, Anne, do share. I'd love to see it. Go on. It's not
I
like he's
might
ever going to
share it.
cancel you.
I might share
Oh, you
it
might.
myself.
You better get in first. It's a threatening kind of situation. Oh my goodness.
So I can pretend I was always going to share it. And it was like, yeah, I was always
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It has nothing
Girdle
to do with the
up.
blackmail.
Yes, Liz has got it. William Shatner in
Did he
Star
wear a
Trek. Not
girdle?
that I've ever seen. I've never seen Star Trek.
Well,
Oh,
he did take his shirt off in that one episode, so I don't know.
oh, come on. He would be vain enough to wear a girdle, a corset. Of course he would. Oh my goodness, how funny. Neil, you're hilarious.
So Anne says she doesn't share it with people who don't do our knitting challenge. So that's the problem, because she probably will share it with those that did do the challenge.
Oh, I did the
I'm not
challenge.
going to say.
I did it.
Yeah, share it with Liz. She won't show me.
Not if Anne
Share
would
it
kill
with
me.
Therese. Oh, she's got to catch you first.
Oh,
Oh my God. So future projects. I've got a future project coming up, but I'm not showing you because it's a Christmas gift. I've got some, I think we've got to get started with some Christmas knitting. So I'm just warning you ahead of time. I've got some Christmas knits to do soon that I won't be showing you. Just saying.
Is it for
What
me?
else is
are there
coming up?
I have some Christmas knits that aren't going to get done by Christmas.
You mean you haven't
My
seen
kids.
them?
So they know about it, so they pick the yarn. So there's no, if they don't get them done by Christmas Day, they're
lovely.
okay.
Oh,
And then
Charlotte
I have
has
an uncle.
bets.
This
sorry,
was a
go on.
Christmas present
So
too.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I've
Yeah,
not
go ahead,
mentioned
Neil.
a competition that's going to be in the next issue. So what it is, and it's being tested at the moment to make sure the blank pattern works, but it's a mitten pattern
I win.
that I'm going to invite everybody to do their own design onto it. And then the idea
Please
is I'm
don't-
going to show them all in the magazine, and the winner
Okay,
will
please
get
don't give me a time limit. Please don't give me a time limit.
Oh, I
I
win.
am so overcommitted right now. I can't.
Well,
I
we
can't
Too
commit to
bad. You
anything
miss
else right
out
now.
then.
we had a big chat about
You
it. We
miss out.
decided that it has to be from one issue to the next, otherwise people will get bored and won't.
Okay, but
Do
when
it.
are you thinking? Like next
It's
year?
going to
Because that would be
be
good.
the end of September.
Oh, I can't do that.
So it's going to
Oh,
be throughout October, basically. So
This-
and
who's we?
can-
You and
you can. Oh, the people that work for Block Magazine with me.
oh, I thought you were
So-
going to say you and your cats had a chat about it and decided. Kittens with
Can-
their mittens.
Yes, you can design questionable color work. Yeah, why not? And we'll just put a big thing over it, and people can choose to look at it if they want to.
Yeah, I'll just cheer from the sidelines on that one because I promised
Yeah.
somebody that I would design something. And then I promised somebody else I would put a Christmas pattern in for their magazine.
Well, we
So-
might rope you. Oh yeah, but we might rope you in, Liz, to help with the judging.
Okay, I can do that.
But what we're going to be doing though is I haven't got the details. To
It'll
yet,
be
but it's going to be
rigged.
anonymous. That's the whole point. I don't want anyone to know who has designed what until after.
So Joe can't
Because-
bribe me?
Yeah, no,
That's not
no
fair.
bribe. Sorry, because otherwise it'll be a personality competition, won't it, rather than a design.
Yes,
competition.
and I'll win. I'll win. I know her favourite colours. I'll win.
And Joe,
I'm winning.
and we all know
Don't
Joe
bother.
has the personality nailed.
No.
So she is the best
Don't bother.
personality. So.
It's rubbish, that Block magazine. Don't go and read it. Don't go and read it. Don't go in their competition. It's rubbish.
It's only because you've not
Rubbish.
been in it yet, isn't it? I don't think you've been in it yet, have you? Have you been mentioned in the magazine yet?
Joe should put her hat
No.
pattern in it.
I'm on the
So you
last
should do it.
tattered.
Therese, shouldn't
I'm
she
on the
write up
last-
that hat pattern she did for Shark Week and put it in there?
Yeah, put it in
No.
next summer for Shark Week.
I'll be on the
Yeah.
last tattered No, can I be on the last page? Tattered, homeless, with a GoFundMe link.
On the grifter page, the last page.
On the grifter page, please. On the last page, you get to the end, and then you get to see me grifting, begging for money to move out of my mobile home.
Well,
But you don't live in
that's a
because you live in an
great
actual
idea.
home.
That's a great idea. A mitten. Your kittens. Yeah, I love that nursery
And
rhyme.
you'll be able to adapt it however you want to. And if you're not good at designing, you can just follow the basic
Can
design.
And
I
if you're
send a
from-
design and have somebody else knit it?
Can you design it and have someone else knit
No.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
You
That's okay.
cheater. Don't let it
Because
cheat.
one of
No,
the
I
things
wouldn't
is
do
if
that.
you're no good at
No.
designing. I'm not saying you're
No,
no good at
I won't
designing.
do it.
That's what I meant. But if anyone watching
And
is
if-
no good at designing, your kids can design it as long as somebody knits it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't
And
do
if-
that unless I can knit it. Yes, Liz is our staff nurse. She determines what's safe.
What
For
do you
us.
think we should?
Well-
What should we do?
Well, Neil, I'm a bit worried. What if you're from Oregon and you got two thumbs on one hand?
Well, that's true. Craft Smart thinks we're all staff. But we're all paid staff,
Yeah.
because
We're
I'm
Well-
clearly,
for my check.
we're all
Yeah.
funded by the two guys, whatever they were called, from knitting.com. They're giving us all their millions, apparently.
yeah, I think they don't know where our
Wow.
bank accounts are because clearly, if we had millions, Therese would be living in her castle by now.
Well,
Joe would be
Yeah.
Queen of Guernsey.
I'll have a word with the
Yeah.
with the payment
See.
department and just check whether they've got your bank
Jeez,
details.
Neil.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't
make
make
sure you
me
get your
come after
holiday
you.
forms in because we need to make
Yeah.
sure nobody's off at the same time as anybody else. So Christmas
Oh,
vacation
gosh,
time, get those forms in.
Right. Okay. We'll
Yeah,
get right
you
on
only-
that because
Yeah, if you only want to knit one, you can only knit one. That's fine. You don't have to knit both. As
If you've
long
only got
as-
one hand.
Yeah, because the idea is that the whatever you design. it
don't be
does have
ableist,
to
Joe.
work.
Some people only have one hand.
Oh, I know. My friend
they're
Mark's only
knitting-
got one
knitting.
arm. He might like
And they're
one.
knitting a mitten. Yeah.
I have to work out which hand. I can't remember. Yeah, I've got to work out which hand for Mark.
And
That's
there'll be
okay, he'd
two,
like one. I'm sure he'd
there'll
like
be
one.
two templates, one for the left hand, one for the right hand, and you can have different mittens if you want to. So they don't have to match.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds like rubbish. Don't do it. It's rubbish. I'm gonna win.
Wait till you hear what the
do-
prize is. We don't know yet. So
A trip for two to
Oh.
Australia. Woo!
That's where the money comes from. The Hobby Lobby Birth Control Savings Fund. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh, she's on fire. Quick,
I
get a
love
bucket
Liz.
of
I'm
water.
so glad she's here because she always
I love
makes
my
it better.
Lizzie.
She makes it better. Sure.
So that's what the future holds. Mittens, black mittens.
Well,
Are they going to have to
mittens.
send? Yeah. Are they going to have to
Ah,
send pictures
I'll
in
check.
or?
yeah, so the pictures will have to come to me or whoever's going to be judging, and then there's going to be two separate prizes. There's going to be a prize for technical ability, and then there's just going to be a prize for the best design.
And-
Do you know what I mean?
And
So if it's the wackiest design, that might win a
the
prize.
Queen of Intarsia.
She needs some isom mittens, or
Well, that's how we're going to know who everyone is,
Ooh.
though, isn't it? This is the problem. We're going to be able to say,
What
yeah,
about
that's
some
Anne because she needs that.
beautiful
DK's
Selbu
is going to say some
mittens?
slogan on it.
ooh,
What about some beautiful what
Yeah.
mittens, did you say?
Good slogan.
Selbu mittens.
Yes, that's what they're going to be. It's a
Somebody was
Selbu
recently doing
design
some-
thing.
Oh, because
Oh,
see, if I was going to do it,
oh.
it would be lace. So no, because
Jamie,
Well,
Jamie
that would
from
work.
the,
You could do that.
can I make it fingerless gloves instead?
No.
And there's less to
No.
knit. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh
No.
well then.
Stop trying
know,
to
I
You
win.
have
haven't
to-
got
You're
time
not
anyway,
winning.
Liz.
I've
No,
got to
you
push
haven't
the
got time.
limits and then not do it, because I don't have time. I don't have time, seriously. Especially if I'm going to do the Stephen West MCAL with Tabitha. If anyone watches Murder Knits, she's doing an MCAL, Stephen West new pattern in October. If you're not in her chat, send her an email, and she may or may not let you in. It's entirely up to her.
Yep.
So,
Wow. Oh, I'm looking forward to
color-
mittens.
color work.
The only other
Not
caveat
instructive.
to
Color work.
this
Stranded
is
color work. Yeah.
it does have to be original designs. So
Oh, I have a
no,
design. I just don't have time to knit it.
so no going stealing, star designs from the
Oh,
Norwegian book.
how are you going to know? How are you going to know?
I'll know.
Okay.
Well, it's
No
okay.
plagiarism.
It's okay, Neil, because she's not going to let anybody make them and sell them because she'll own the copyright.
I'm going to put Neil's socks on mine.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually, because they will be copyrightable, won't they? Well,
Yeah,
that'll
they'll be in the
definitely
magazine.
win, won't it? No, I think you should do one that says Neil is the stupidest man in all existence, just to see if you can get it
Oh.
on there.
Oh, how big will that mitten be? Oh, my goodness.
So is it going to be you'll have a template for a certain size or just a certain number of
Yeah.
stitches, or how's that
Yeah.
going to be?
Well, I'm doing it like a Selbu. So the Selbu mittens,
Cool.
their own
Or like
size
60 stitches across or
determined-
something?
Yeah, it's only determined by the needle size, not the stitch count.
Oh,
So
good.
I'm doing it the traditional way. So
Lovely.
it's going to be, I don't know, 2.5 millimeter for tiny ones and 4 millimeter for
Yeah.
big, or whatever. But it
Well-
doesn't have to fit. So you know what I mean? I'm not bothered whether it fits your hand.
Yeah.
That's where the
course
technical
you're not.
ability will come in.
Oh, it'll be like your
Of course you're not
lasagna
worried.
hat.
You know,
Okay.
mine will just fit on my little
Yes.
finger.
Well,
Right.
I think it's the new Stephen West MCAL. The Geo Gradient is the one Tabitha said.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I've been
Doesn't
burned by
have
his
to
MCALs.
fit.
Last year, I frogged mine because I didn't like it.
Nope.
I think Therese frogged hers last year. I think Joe frogged hers. Some other
Absolutely.
friends in the other chats frogged theirs. So hopefully
Revolting.
this one is not as. I'm hoping this is more along the
Revolting.
lines of his modular one book patterns.
I
and
think
not
this one's going to be a
crazy.
bit tamer. I think he'll do it tamer.
I think
this
so.
year.
I hope so.
Mm.
Because
He does seem to
Do you
alternate
think-
that, doesn't he? He does
yeah,
wacky
I
ones
loved
and then
I
less wacky.
loved the shawlography because I learned
Oh,
so
yeah.
much knitting it. And my daughter wore the shawl all the time, so it was worth it. That's why I do it, to learn something. And because I love his videos, because even if I'm knitting something else, he's so positive and encouraging. And you're off 6 stitches, just add them on. It's okay.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed because just after he did that, he released those beautiful shawls. Was it an Aurora shawl? I mean, he had other shawls.
Aurora
It was
Cabin, yeah.
Aurora
That's pretty.
Cabin shawl was absolutely stunning, and I thought, why did you not make that the mystery shawl? It was
I know
why.
beautiful.
I know why.
Why?
Because he probably
Why?
knows that more people will buy the mystery shawl if they don't know what it is than would buy that shawl if they saw it as a finished piece first. So he probably
Oh, it was
designs
stunning.
10 shawls, and the one that he thinks
Exactly.
is least sellable is the one that will be the mystery shawl, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That
Neil,
isn't a
is-
snark,
you get-
by the way.
Yeah.
Makes
No, I
sense.
Is it size
agree.
inclusive?
Makes sense.
Genius.
Are the mittens size inclusive, Neil?
Well, if you can make them, yeah. They can be as big as you want them or as small as you
Oh
want.
my gosh, how
Well,
podgy
I
are your
think-
grimy little mitts?
Well, there was one on Crotchsnark about him not having the pattern in the kits he was selling. And
Yeah.
Because it's a
some
mystery.
people were just, well, not only that, they don't know where you want to buy the pattern. Maybe you don't want to buy the pattern on Ravelry. Maybe you want to go through
Kit's
Westnit.
a kit.
I buy it
you
from
know.
his site. Yeah.
it just cracked me up. The cross-stitch people who are saying it's not a kit unless the needles are included. Well, putting a needle in a
Oh,
cross-stitch kit is a bit different than putting a needle in knitting kits because they don't know your gauge, so you don't know
Right.
what needle size will work or what kind of needles you want.
Straight,
And some of them,
circular, wood. Yeah.
some of them were so
Question.
adamant about it that it has to have the pattern or it's not a kit. Well,
Can I ask a question? Where does
What?
Stephen buy all his yarn from? Does it not come from overseas by ship, by plane?
Well, some of it definitely comes from Britain. As for the rest of
Yeah.
it, I don't know.
He buys it from all over,
Yes,
doesn't he?
from all over.
All over
Because
the
I
world,
used
he buys
dyers
his
from all
yarn.
over. Yeah, from all
Right.
over the country, all over the world. He
He
has
sells
dyers.
he sells neighborhood yarn, and they're out of Baltimore.
Right.
He has
Oh,
Neil's favorite
wow.
dyer.
Life in the Long
carries-
Grass, I
he
think,
carries
and
Ne-
they're in Ireland.
He carries
Yeah.
Neil's favorite dyer.
Yeah.
What, long?
Yes.
Stranded Knitworks.
Stranded.
No, I was
Oh.
thinking of Lola Bean, but okay.
Lola
Oh,
Bean,
does
Jude's
he still
yarn.
sell
Yeah, he's
her?
got Jude's yarn.
I thought she'd withdrawn all of that because people weren't being, anti-racist enough.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll have
was
to
it
go
a
and
year
have a
ago?
look
She
at
withdrew
Stephen and
everything.
Penelope. Okay, I'll go and have a look. They've got Life
He
in the
has
Long
beautiful
Grass.
yarns at his store.
Where's Life in the Long Grass dyed from? Where does that come from?
I think they're
It's
in
American,
Ireland.
isn't it? Oh, are they?
Oh,
I
from
thought
the
they were
UK,
American.
are they?
I
I
think
thought
There's
they were
gorgeous
American
yarns
too.
at his store. I love when he
Beautiful.
does the MCAL and he posts the pictures of the kits. I like to see all the
Yeah.
different yarn companies.
Mm.
And plus, he does his kits at different price points. Like he'll do Holst,
Yeah.
so you're getting
Holst
a
gun.
kit for under
Yep.
$40.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's very conscientious about that. And he's
Yeah.
big about telling you to use your stash. He never says you
Mhm.
have to buy new yarn. Like a lot of
No.
dyers come out with a new pattern. Oh, you need my yarn for the pattern. He's like, no, just use what you have.
I'll tell you who else. If you, I've been looking for British yarn dyers at the moment, and Bird Street, I think they're called Bird Street Yarns.
I follow them. Yeah, they have pretty yarn.
They've done a load of kits for his next thing as well,
Mhm.
and some of them are
Oh,
really
okay.
nice. I think for
Okay.
four skeins it's £68, which would probably be about $80, which is standard.
I
Yeah.
got mine I ordered mine from Australia,
good
Joe,
price.
because I wanted to send some love your way
Oh,
that I found on
wow.
Etsy.
Oh,
And it was
amazing.
very
Lovely.
affordable. Even with the shipping, it was less than buying yarn from most of the dyers here. And that's
Oh,
the
I'm glad
colorway.
to hear that. That's great.
So-
Oh, that's beautiful.
It should be here in a week or so, so I'm excited because it just looks gorgeous in
Yeah.
the pictures. So.
Oh, you know whose
Yeah, it
yarn
won't
I
take
always
long.
used to like? Never bought any though. Was she doesn't do it
Who?
anymore? Dingo Dye Works.
Dingo
Do you
Dye
remember?
Works.
I used
I've
to-
heard
I
of
used to
I
Dingo.
never bought any.
Yeah.
I remember
Never bought
her.
any, but I loved her colours.
Yeah.
I was quite
Yeah.
sad when she
There's
gave
some-
it all up.
There's some amazing. What store was this? Oh, there's some amazing dyers out there.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Very
Lee-
talented.
Leanne from Forbidden had
Oh,
a set I
Yeah.
really wanted with it was burgundies and grays and
Really
Telling me-
pretty. Mm-hmm.
I've got a
Leanne does
little
amazing
stash
yarn.
of Forbidden, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Lots
she
of
has some-
deep reds and really, I think, is it
Mhm.
Dracula? Something Dracula? Or
Oh.
is that
maybe
Dracula's
yeah.
boyfriend or something?
Uh,
Dracula's my boyfriend.
I
Oh,
got
my
it from
goodness.
Yarns by the Bay. Is who I ordered it from off of Etsy.
And listen, what's going on with Tina, for goodness sakes? When is she going to get her dye pans back out?
Oh,
She was having some medical things, I think. So
Oh, okay. I'm really missing her. So, Tina, if you're
I know.
listening, crack
We love
open a
you.
dye pan. We love
Yeah,
you and we miss
'cause
you. Gosh.
I love those little 5-minute videos she does.
Yes,
where you watch her
every
dye.
day.
I watch them
she's
religiously.
I
when
know.
they're on.
awesome.
Me too.
I-
hopefully
So
I
I'm
like
really
the fact
she'll be
missing
back
her.
out
quick.
there again.
She's fine.
Amy said she's
promise.
fine. Good. We just
Good.
miss
Well,
her. We miss her so much.
I'm selfishly missing her and her great little video clips. I really miss them. And she's teaching me how to dye, for goodness sakes.
And we
I've gotta
want
get
her
my-
to come on because we love her. So
Yeah.
Oh, and she's
hopefully
fun.
she'll be
She's
great.
fun on when you get her on the
Tina's the
channel.
best.
Yeah,
She's
she
the
is
best.
fun.
We've done video chats together for discussing things. My first published pattern is in her yarn. So we
Yep.
met because of Bitchy Knitter.
Ah,
Oh, good on you, Bitchy. Good on you.
well,
You know,
she's
she's got a
disappeared.
twin. She's got a twin, Carolyn Borisenko. Her and Carolyn, they're twins.
There's something.
There's something all right.
Isn't there another one in New Zealand that could be a triplet
Oh,
called
good
Carpet
grief.
Grubber or something?
Oh,
and they're all
good
and this
grief.
person's always going for Marie, you know, at Skeins, always
Oh.
doing the same stuff as Bitchy Knitter used to do.
She's a piece of
You know,
work, that one.
Who has time for that?
Well,
mean,
do you
really,
know-
who has-
Knitter.
yeah, Bitchy Knitter.
I haven't seen Bitchy. Is she still around? I've not
No,
seen
maybe.
her in months.
Maybe she's gone and got herself a job. I also saw that Wise Owl Knits has released a design and Skeins have the kits all ready to go.
Oh, that design
Yeah.
is great. I really like it. The
Oh,
one
it's
with the
beautiful.
with the
The Solomon
cables.
poncho.
yeah.
The
It's
multiple
gorgeous.
cables. And so Marie's right
Oh.
onto that. So they must have done some sort of collaboration because Marie released a newsletter about the kits ready to
We're
go.
talking about different
Yeah.
patterns. You're talking about the cabled poncho, aren't you?
Oh, I'm
Right.
not sure
Mhm.
what design
Yeah,
it is.
that's
I
in
just
Skeins.
know.
It's in Skeins yarn. It's in Southlander DK.
Okay.
Is what it was designed
Yep, well,
in.
that's the one then. Yeah, that's the one then. It's just
Yeah.
been released.
Well, this
Oh,
one she
very
hasn't
nice.
released it yet, I don't think.
Amy said
Oh,
BK
okay.
got Twitter banned. Aw, poor
Ah.
thing.
Oh, poor love. Don't miss her very much at all.
I
Who is
miss her.
she? Who is she
Do you?
ranting about? No, you don't. You got plenty of people. I don't know. I find the crap snark. I get it. You know, you want to snark about people, and that's fine. We all snark. I just think if you're going to post
Human
something on crap
nature.
snark, you should do your research before you post it.
Keyboard warriors.
You know, because sometimes they'll post something going after somebody, and then they'll get called out for it being wrong.
I just love that she gave the magazine
well.
2 months. When it first came out, she said, I'd give it 2 months. And I've still got that screenshot. And nearly
Oh.
2 years later, we're still here.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
yet, despite the fact you don't pay your staff. I mean, really.
I know, yeah. I mean, how does that work? How do I manage that?
Gosh, I don't
With all
know.
that money that I'm making, and I just don't give anybody anything.
I'm hungry now.
Wow.
What's
Yeah.
that, Therese?
I said, I'm
Teresa's
hungry.
poor and hungry. Yeah, she's hungry.
You ate last month.
Crazy.
Shut up.
Have to form a union. Oh, my
Not your
goodness.
turn.
Yeah, big and
Please,
easy.
sir.
Very easy to be big and bad behind a keyboard with a fake name. That is sure.
Mm,
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That is why on here we're just who we are. You know,
Yeah.
we just chat. Everybody's welcome. You know,
Yeah.
we're not out
Anybody
to
can stop
make
in.
a point. We're not out to go after
I'm not
people. We're
here.
just some friends and fellowship.
We
We
need
just want
to-
to chat and knit and talk. And
We're just
have fun.
knitting, for goodness sake.
this is my highlight of the week. Is Monday nights with you guys. I know it's Tuesday for you two, but
You know,
It's-
you guys keep talking about the fellowship when Tara said it, and did
Yeah.
you guys? I don't know if you guys follow any of the FNT guys, but Az was on Chrissy's show a couple weeks ago, and he knew that Gary and them were all coming to London, and so she talked to him, and he's been on a real journey. He's going to the
Lost
gym every
weight.
night.
he looks
Yeah.
great.
Wait,
He looks
But-
great.
he even said a couple weeks ago, he said, no, he says, I'm not going for the meetup because I just don't feel comfortable being around them. He said, maybe next year or maybe the year after. I think it'll be the year after. And it just broke my heart because, you know, the fellowship, no matter which one it is, doesn't care. We do not care.
No.
You know, oh, you're a couple pounds overweight or you're this, you're that. Nobody cares.
So what?
And it just broke my heart. Well, he posted today on Instagram a picture of him and Gary.
Oh,
so
did
you
he?
Good.
So happy that he decided,
Oh,
you know what, I'm okay,
Well-
I'm good, you know. And Gary doesn't. Are you kidding me?
Well,
Gary does not.
Az was too busy pissing off the Starfield people
Yeah, right.
with his pronoun rant.
oh my
So,
gosh, that
you know,
rant.
I'm
I don't
jealous
know
because
anything
Gary and
about it.
Chad. I'm jealous because Gary and Chad were at Tolkien's. They got
Yes,
to see where
Yeah.
Tolkien's buried.
I know.
So jealous of that.
Ugh.
But
Whatever that
fellowship's
means.
important. We're Tolkien, you know,
They went
the
to
author.
see the J.R. Tolkien thing.
And they went to
I don't know what a
Oxford.
Tolkien
Walked
thing
around
is.
Lord of the Rings. Lord of
Joe doesn't
the
read those
Rings.
books. When are we gonna have
I
movie
have
night
to
and make
one
Joe
day,
watch
not
Harry
really.
Potter? When are we gonna make Joe watch Harry
Good
Potter?
grief.
She hadn't even watched Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. She can't handle Harry
I don't know
Potter.
who that is or what that is. I
Well,
know Harry Potter is Rowling. That's all I know.
One of my friends watched it for
Author.
the first time last week, and
Yeah.
the last episode. It was funny because I spoke to him on the phone, and he was watching it,
Yeah.
and he just couldn't speak because he was so engrossed. And each film gets a little bit better than the last, and it gets a bit darker as they go along. And the last film is very dark.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was stunned at the end of it. He was kind of a bit like, like exhausted, like he'd lived through it all himself. Oh, look who's here!
Do I need a box of tissues?
Tomsky.
Is it sad?
Maybe.
Chad got to visit
I
with
know.
Yep.
Shad would have loved that. I'm jealous
Oh,
because
with
he
his
has the
medieval.
swords and the armor. I'm waiting for his
Yeah,
book. He finished his crowdfunding, and I'm looking for that to coming out.
Yep.
And
How's
the
your
Critical
Tomsky?
Drinkers movie. So that's exciting. Critical Drinkers movies coming out. They've been working on that for his crowdfunding.
What'd I do?
Now, thanks to Dan Bask, I have another idea for a hat for Az. So now I've got 2 slogans to do on a hat for Az. I've got to do them and send them to him.
Joe Bob, does it really matter what you call Dan Vask?
He is awesome. That man is incredible.
He is. I love it. He is such a bright spirit. Yes.
He is so
just
talented.
A bright spirit.
So
He's
down
so
to earth.
incredibly talented. So humble.
He's so funny.
We won the
I
war.
was watching him on
Tomsky.
Geeks and Gamers.
We won the war of the roses.
Have you seen? He came out with Amazing Grace on Easter, and all the music reviewers are reviewing it, and that's cracking me up because because they don't realize that he was classically trained. So
yeah, technically he's amazing. Yeah, he sure can.
It cracks me up to watch their videos.
Recently, he's done a couple like Journey songs, and I said,
"Oh, I love those! I listen to those every day."
You are the only person allowed to do a Steve Perry.
Exactly,
song.
I agree.
So, because I want to humiliate Mr. Nerdrotic Gary, please go and look up Dan Vask and subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Can't they both lose? Because if they both lose, we all win.
They have a challenge going on, in case you don't know, for whoever gets the most subscribers. What do they have to get to? What's the number they're looking for?
1 million. I think it's
the
1 million.
First one to 1 million. So if you appreciate good sense of humor, go and beautiful vocals, go and subscribe to Dan Bass, because I'm not voting for Gary.
He's amazing.
He's amazing.
I was subscribed to both when they came up to this.
Duran.
I can't, I was already subscribed to both of them. But Gary's great. I love his reviews. They crack me up. He watches shows so I don't have to.
I'm Team Dan.
Oh, Dan is amazing, and he's so funny. Friday Night
He's
Tights
incredible.
is the best.
So good.
They speak their mind. They make no apologies.
Mm-hmm.
They're great with their fans, and they love Carrie Smith. So what not to like?
True pirate.
Who's going to watch Duran Duran?
Elle is.
Elle.
Is Andy Taylor still performing?
Because
I know he's sick. I know he's sick, but I wasn't sure if he was still going to try to perform. Andy Taylor. I know he has
amazing. Oh, that's
Can you
very
believe the Rolling
sad.
Stones put out a new video?
Are they still alive?
Oh, the reviews have been brilliant, haven't they? They've said it's the best.
It cracks me up because they're like 480 years old. If you add up their ages.
Richards is going to live forever. Okay.
And they've got some 21-year-old starlet in their video, and I'm thinking they could be her grandfather 3 times over.
Yeah, great.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, great marketing.
Good for them.
Are you listening in the? Okay, you saw what Tom. Okay, yeah. The Stones are old. They make me feel old. But If you really want to, if you want an amazing song that's uplifting, whether or not you're religious or not, go watch Dan Bast's Amazing Grace.
Absolutely. It's
It
beautiful.
is a phenomenal version of that song. And his harmonica, his father gave him when he was 7 years old. So that's an amazing story
Very
too.
talented.
You don't know if he's ever done Hallelujah.
I wish he would.
I would
Oh.
like to
He does a
hear
great.
that.
He does a very good Freddie Mercury too. So
Mm.
I was impressed.
Unpopular opinion, but I hate that song, Hallelujah.
Really?
It depends on
Do
how.
you?
It depends on which verses are sung and
Yeah.
how it's sung.
Right.
A lot of versions I don't like.
Right.
I love it.
A lot
I
of
like
people.
it in the shower.
A lot of
I like
people put the
singing it in the
emphasis on
shower.
the wrong notes, and it's got like 600 verses. Leonard Cohen just wrote a bunch of verses on that
Yeah.
song, and people
Wow.
just pick and choose which ones they sing.
Yep.
Oh,
Age
okay.
appropriate twerkers.
Hey, Tomsky's with me. He doesn't like it either.
Oh,
Must be us
nobody listens
whinging
to
poms.
Tomsky. Oh, he is a whinging pom. No comment.
Here we go with the name calling.
He is a whinging pom. He's one of
That needs
those.
to be-
They,
That needs
them's
to be a colorway
whinging
name.
pom. Whinging
What's that?
pom. Oh, good grief.
Chick
Say it again,
song.
Therese.
Chick
I'm
song.
sorry, Amazing Grace is not a chick song.
No,
It is.
Sorry.
it's definitely not.
Therese said whinging pom should be a colourway, Neil. I think it'd be a dreary grey colour then.
How dare you?
Whinging pom.
You've got to get the Greta Thunberg
Step in a puddle.
face.
Dare you?
Yeah, grey skies. Yeah, it's not like
Sorry,
England.
Amy's not watching us anymore. Evidently, it's football time.
Oh, I've got the best
Monday
whinging
night.
Oh,
pom
no.
story ever.
No,
On in the living room.
the football. The
no,
football
not
has
that.
already happened.
No.
No, he says
The
not
best
Amazing
team
Grace.
won.
And the Jets.
He doesn't hate
The
Amazing
best
Grace.
game
So
was
there.
on.
That must be for
Oh,
Neil.
not Amazing Grace, dickhead. Oh, that's for Neil, definitely. He doesn't talk to me like that.
I never mentioned
Right.
Amazing Grace. There's nothing to do with me.
He would never call us dickhead.
No,
Oh,
never.
something about. Oh, this one's for
Dickhead.
Joe.
Uh-oh. What?
Ooh. What's the score, Tomsky? I'm in the other room.
Ha ha. Keep talking. Make it talk longer. Jets lose. Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't mind that.
What's the score?
Don't tell her the score. Torture her. Torture
Tell me the
her.
score. I'll just get up and
No.
go
I
in
don't
the
know
other
the score.
room. I don't care.
I can't believe the
Torture.
Raiders actually won a game. That's not
Oh,
supposed to happen.
gosh.
Right.
They
Let's
paid
not
a fortune
talk
for
about
that stadium. But we're getting a baseball team now. We're getting all the Oakland teams, it seems.
Oh,
Oh.
yay.
Yay.
They're not
Neil
good
was
either.
talking about hating the other song.
What, that you hate
Yes.
hating it? Or that
What were you
Yes.
hating, Neil? What song were you hating?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Everything.
Oh, Hallelujah. That's not a chick song either.
No, it's
I
not.
don't know why he'd say that.
Well, it was
Because
a chick
of
song
Adele.
when that woman sang it, and it was number one for
Adele.
about 12 years. No,
I don't think I've ever heard Adele sing it.
Who?
Tomsky, what was the name of that woman that sang it for in Britain? And it was
Who's the
number one
lady who
forever?
sang it?
Can't remember.
Who
her
was
name.
that then?
She
Not
won
Celine
X
Dion.
Factor or something like that.
I've never
She
heard
was-
a woman sing it.
I've heard
Oh.
women sing it on American
What?
Idol.
I don't-
You know, in the competition.
Oh, okay.
No.
Hmm.
Puddles does a very good version of it. I like his version.
Who does?
I think
Puddles
it depends on if you
Puddles
like the
Pity
person
Party.
that's singing it.
Oh, he's brilliant. He's absolutely
He
brilliant.
is. I was following him when he first started, and then he won an American Idol, which he should have won. But
Yeah,
he
for a while.
is so funny.
I was obsessed with, what were they called? Jukebox something they were called.
Oh,
Postmodern Jukebox. Yes, he was on there.
Absolutely
I
love
loved the
Postmodern.
stuff they did.
Oh, they're new. I saw them live we took my daughter for her 16th birthday
Wow.
to see them, and it was
They're
phenomenal.
so good.
They have the most talented people, And
Yeah.
their most recent videos have been really good. The Ed Sheeran song "Bad Habits"
Mhm.
is phenomenal.
It's kind of
Yeah,
like
that
the
one
Pentatonics.
Pity Party did was a Sia song, and I didn't like the
Yeah.
original, but his version
Chandelier.
was really good.
Royals.
Yes,
He
Royals
did.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Chandelier.
I'm hoping it'll be released the last day of September. Whereas on the other thing I was talking with Tabitha, I kept getting the dates wrong, didn't I? Are we still in September?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be
It's
the last day of
11.
September.
It's
Fingers
9/11
crossed.
here.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
it
it
I
is
was found in the
too.
UK, but Hallelujah is a shite and boring.
I'm with you, Tomsky. I'm with you.
Uh-oh.
Tom McDonald has a new album that's dropping too, I believe,
Yay!
and he's always good to watch.
Is he still alive?
Tom McDonald?
Yeah, from like the 70s, Tom McDonald.
No, Tom McDonald, the rapper.
Who are you
Oh.
thinking?
Oh,
Who
he's
am I
thinking
thinking
Tom
of?
Petty.
I don't know who he's thinking of.
No, I'm
Tom
thinking
Tom
of
Petty's not.
Tom Robinson.
Tom Petty's
Is it Tom
not.
Norm
Robinson?
McDonald's not with us. No.
That one who did 1, 2, 3. What was it? 2, 4, 6. Is it that one? That song? Did he do that?
I don't know that
Sing it a
song.
bit more for us, Neil.
2, 4, 6, 8. Diddle-a-day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
E-I-E-I-O.
I-O. Oh,
Tom Robinson, I'm thinking of. It's definitely Robinson.
so when are you going to announce this mitten thing if the magazine's not coming out till the end of September?
End of
Hey, you
September.
need to know.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
at the end of
announcing it in the
September.
next magazine,
It'll
and
be in
then
the
they
next
have
issue.
to when?
And then,
then
they'll
they'll have
have
from
until the next issue. But we're still working that out. So it
Ooh,
might be a
2
little bit
months
longer.
Oh.
Might
till
be,
Christmas.
Yeah, Dolly
Yeah.
has her new rock album coming out too,
Yeah.
as well. That'll be amazing. She did a duet with Paul McCartney, and I can't remember who else.
Have you
She did a
seen?
duet with him, and then she did a group thing with him.
Have you seen where she sings Jolene with those singers that just do the voices? They don't have.
Pentatonics, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
that was
you,
great.
Burns.
Yeah.
Oh, God, here comes the
Tom
gardener.
McDonald is the bone.
What?
I'm full on grocery girls today. We had the garbage truck, and now the gardeners come with the big ride-on mower.
Well,
I
you
hope
don't
you got
have somebody
circles
next to
around
you.
me.
You don't have somebody to talk to you about their private parts, Joe. Then it would really be a grocery girl's episode.
Yeah, you have to say the V word at least twice every episode.
No. No.
And
Do
talk
not
about
do
your-
that.
Vegemite.
Yeah,
Vegemite.
that's the,
That was quick. Well done.
sure.
My
Not gonna
Vegemite.
You're on fire today.
No, do not say that. Don't do that.
Love me some Vegemite in the morning. Oh, I do. It's very funny. I really enjoy watching Jodie and Tracy. I really, really do.
Not
Oh
anymore
well,
for me.
I'll be
Okay.
sat
I
on
liked him
my own
better.
watching them.
I liked him better early on before they became just an advertisement for all their friends.
Well, before they became mask Nazis, that's when I really went off.
That too.
them.
Yeah, they were
Oh.
all in on
About
Fauci. They loved Anthony
Really?
Fauci.
And that
Oh,
poor
I can
woman,
remember before that.
there was
Yeah.
a woman in their supermarket, wasn't there? And they really went for this woman because she didn't have a mask on. And like,
Oh.
that's, do you not remember? I don't know whether any of you saw it. I did a video where
I wasn't watching at that
them,
point.
and I was
No.
taking the piss. I'll have to share it if I can find it. 'Cause it
I've
was quite
watched
funny.
every
Good
episode from number one. I've watched every single episode. I do.
Did you
I just think
Did you see
Sorry.
the one where they said
I've watched everyone.
where Jodie was slagging me off but didn't say my name, and then she's like,
Yes.
and
Yes.
he was a man, like as if that was some kind of.
I watched it because they were. Yeah, no, I watched it because they were discussing the little illustrations.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
but you didn't
I
see the
loved
one where
how-
they were slagging me off, where they were.
Yeah,
calling
I've
me
watched every
Twitter.
single one. Yeah,
I
I've
loved
watched
how
every
all those
single
people
episode.
loved the illustrations until somebody pointed out to
Yeah.
them it made them look bad. And then they hated him.
You have to be
Oh,
told that you look bad.
Look how fierce this is a fierce feminine warrior. It's like, no, that's not the point of the magazine. No, sorry. They were
Well, yeah,
spot
yeah,
on.
nobody
back
reads
track,
blogs.
Nope, we don't
Nobody
read it.
bothered
We're
to
on
read
the staff.
blogs. Don't,
We
whatever
don't
you
read
do,
it. We're on
don't
the
read it.
staff, so and don't submit a
And don't
knitting pattern
mix.
either.
No, don't submit a mitten pattern. Do not. Do not.
Better not.
Don't
Joe
even
has
talk
spoken.
about it. I'm winning.
But if there's only one entry,
I'm going to
we'll know it's
send
you.
50. What, one entry? I'm going to get all my sock puppet emails and send you 15 entries.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hi, I am. Yeah, you won't even know. I'll be
Well,
like,
she has
dear
time to
Santa,
trouble.
for
Once
Christmas.
she has time to make a bunch of sock puppet accounts, then she'll do it.
Mhm.
But I
Yeah,
think politically
dear
incorrect knitters
Santa,
is going to
here's
have a new
my
knit along.
Christmas wish list.
I think
No.
that's coming up as well. I'm trying to think of who else
Okay.
has knit alongs going on.
I've got
Well-
Christmas knitting to do too.
I have
Oh
minimal.
my goodness. Any plans, Trees? What about your ranunculus that you're going to finish?
What about it?
You're going to
She
finish
doesn't know
that
she has
in
enough
another
yarn.
colour?
So
Are you
It's
about
can
to
do it
start
short
on-
Because you
sleeves.
blocked.
Just do it
Could be
short
fun.
sleeves
She was.
and put them.
She was, I think.
I know, but I don't think I have enough to do the whole body. I'm
Yeah.
working on my calliope because I want that. And
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Can you?
and I'm preparing myself mentally for whatever people throw at me, whether it's a black yarn or it's
Yeah.
know if I'm gonna do the Stephen West thing because I don't like mysteries.
Hey,
Oh.
and people, get your black
Life
yarn.
is mysterious
Get-
enough. Like life comes at me. I don't need to
Ugh.
add mystery stuff to my life.
Yeah.
Get your
Right.
black yarn early because it's Halloween, so people might
I
be
got it.
selling.
I got it.
It's going to be that
Ooh, look.
pink pussy hat thing all over
Spooky.
again when nobody.
I
can get
know.
any
That's what I
yarn.
was thinking. Where nobody could get any pink yarn.
Wow.
That was crazy. I'm surprised you can get pink yarn now because everybody has Barbie colorways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hot pink. Yeah.
What colours?
Yeah, I gave up
Oppenheimer?
Barbie when I was like 10.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but
My
that's
grandmother
okay.
used to make my Barbie clothes for me, and I had matching clothes. I was the special grandchild. She would make me a dress,
She
and
was
Barbie.
posh.
She'd use the leftover fabric and make Barbie a matching dress.
You were
So
posh.
I was special. I was, and they fit because I was so skinny I didn't wear regular clothes. You can't tell now, but at the time I was. So I had to wear handmade clothes because I couldn't fit in the regular clothes because I didn't weigh anything.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
goodness.
pink now for breast cancer awareness in October. I was a preemie.
Yeah.
4 pounds when I was born. So
Oh my
I lived
gosh. Like,
I lived at the hospital for 6 weeks until I could come home.
wow, Liz.
Neonatal nurses are amazing. NICU nurses
Yes.
who take care of the little babies are, I think it's
Yes.
that month too, are amazing. And
Really, the true story is you were born
Yeah.
on the moon when your dad worked for NASA. He took you to the
my
moon.
dad didn't work for NASA. His company subcontracted out
Ah.
patents for NASA. I wasn't born on the moon, Neil. I haven't been there yet. But some people
No.
were there.
Nobody has been
Yeah.
there yet.
Let's
According
not
to
go
this.
there again. It's the nearest we've ever got to falling out.
You're just mad that Ann and I are right and that you're wrong. So. Hey, we even found a knitting pattern that we're going to do at some point for that too.
Oh, have you? A moon landing
Yes.
one? Ah,
And it's a space one for sure.
right.
A space one.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's fingerless
Wow,
mitts or a hat
okay.
or something. Did you know that there are 400, when you look up spook or spooky patterns on Ravelry, there's like 400. So there's plenty of Halloween spooky patterns out there. People are thinking of things to make with black yarn.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. If anybody wants to know why they say that it's racist, for a very, very short time after the Second World War, the American black airmen, the pilots, they called themselves the Spook Waffer. And they called themselves it, and it kind of spread out. And then the white airmen who were racist then started to call them spooks as a racist thing. But it was a
I've
very,
heard that.
very short period of
Oh.
time. And
I
spooky
heard it.
is an
I
adjective.
heard it
and
in
has
the
nothing to do with it.
70s. I heard it in the 70s, but it wasn't like, it was just ridiculous people saying ridiculous
Well,
stuff.
more white people are probably called spooks now because of things like if you work for the authorities, there are a lot of people call you a spook. Well, black people do as well. But what I'm saying is I think it's a generic thing now for anybody who works for I don't know, the CIA or the FBI or the
didn't know that.
MI5.
Oh, I've not heard that. Okay.
Well, Spooks, the TV show.
Yeah,
Have
spook
you
is
never
a
seen
spy.
that?
Yeah,
Or
it's what a
BBC,
spy is. A
Oh,
spook.
okay.
Yeah.
They're sneaky. They're like a ghost. You don't see them.
Oh, okay.
But
But
Okay.
if that's all you've got to worry about, people, then you've got a problem.
Right?
if someone is
Yeah,
offended, we're
true.
sorry. Words. There are a lot of words that have different meanings. Unfortunately, you can't look out for every single meaning that somebody might have a problem with. So if we're sorry if somebody's
I'm not
offended,
sorry.
we don't.
Don't say
I'm not
sorry.
I
I'm
just think
not sorry.
words are
Speak
words,
for
and
yourself.
you have to. No, what I'm saying is you have to acknowledge that words have different meanings, and you can't knock somebody if they're
Yeah.
using the different meaning of the word that they might not know some
and
other meaning of the
also,
word. Is what I'm
An
saying.
apology, if you say sorry, it doesn't actually mean anything unless apparently you say
No.
what you're going to do to fix the problem
Right.
or something. Is that right, Therese? I
Rectify
can't
it.
remember how it goes.
Oh.
So we
Neil,
can say sorry as much as we like and it won't matter.
Neil, I don't make up
How
words.
about-
I don't invent words. I can't be sorry for what words are there. I'm not Shakespeare.
Are
I
you
can't
talking-
make up words.
Are you talking about words like if I say I've got my thongs on today, you automatically think I've got some G-string bikini on?
Yeah, well, that's what
No,
I
we
would
know
think.
what thongs are. So
And
sandals.
I've got
We call them that too.
flip-flops. Flip-flops.
In
And
Hawaii, they're slippers.
Oh. And if I say I've got my raincoat on and you say you've got a slicker on, I'm thinking all sorts of horrible things. So, yeah, words mean different things. Things have different names. So what spooky yarn shall we buy? I've not
sorry,
heard of
just-
the word spook, except for spooky. Yeah, scary.
Just,
You're spooky.
Joe is like one of those emotional commercials when
just-
she's looking off to the side. Words have different
Oh,
meanings. It was like,
Well, I'm thinking words like what? Okay, I really want to know. Serious question. What does the word freak mean in your world? Because in my world, a freak is like a circus freak, like a sideshow alley attraction. So, what does freak mean in your world? If I said, "Oh, you're such a freak," what would that mean to you, Liz?
pretty much the same thing, depending on what they were doing.
Oh,
I have two
Because
meanings
they
for it,
could
though.
be
yeah.
they
Now,
could be a super freak,
Yeah,
and that's a
Be
different
freak
thing
and
entirely.
super freak.
that's a
Yeah.
Which is
like,
entirely
like the
different.
song, the
Super
70s
freak.
dance. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
super
So it's
Freak
freak.
is
either
in the
really
when
good
they're-
or really bad.
Yeah.
No, freak is it's somebody
Freak.
who's doing different.
Therese,
I don't
you're
know.
smiling. Let's put you on the spot. What's a freak?
Super
What's
freak.
a freak? If I say, "Oh my God, you're such a freak," a super freak.
weirdo.
But you're just
You're-
adding a
you're a
pronoun
weirdo.
to it.
You're weird.
You're a weirdo,
and
yeah.
Strange, and you're crazy. Yeah.
But you could also
Yeah,
be
you're
a freak
super
as in
freak.
A
cool
weirdo.
freak.
Yeah. That's
You can be a what, Neil?
A cool
So-
freak, You could be a freak as in a cool freak.
a
I've
geek.
never heard of a cool freak.
Well, not the word cool,
Uh-huh.
but I mean as in the freaky, as in,
Oh.
he's so freaky, or she's so freaky, she's amazing. That kind of thing.
Oh,
No.
so
No.
super freak, amazing freak. What's a freak between the sheets?
We're a family-friendly show, Joe.
I
We're
don't know. I'm
family
going to have
friendly
to
show.
Google it.
Okay.
Does
no,
that
we're
mean
not.
like you're a
Come on.
weirdo? Does that
Probably
mean you're a
very
weirdo?
adventurous.
Put it on one of those things
okay.
from
Very
like butt
adventurous.
plug that
that's-
you don't want to Google there.
I won't Google it because I don't need porn on my phone. But
And I also
That's
think
what I
there's a-
mean,
is
like-
there a
Amy says-
freak that's spelled
Amy has an
PH?
answer for you, Joe. Amy has an answer for you.
oh, but is freak like an insult too? Like, oh, you're such a freak. Is that an insult because you're a weirdo or
It's
something?
both. It's an insult and it's
can be.
just a
And a
throwaway word.
compliment.
Yeah.
A
But look up
compliment and
freak
an
with a
insult.
PH. I'm not sure what that means. That means something different as well.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
is
not
that
Urban
like-
Dictionary. I don't know.
Yeah, is that
I don't
like
know that
fat with a PH,
Something, but
PHAT,
I'm not
when
quite sure
someone's
what it means, but I have seen
super
it.
fat?
No, we don't do that. No.
We don't do
I
that.
blame America. I blame America, Neil, for all these funny words, weird
Yes,
words
absolutely.
that have multiple meanings.
Yeah,
You can
we never
be
used to say
insulted and
24/7
complimented at the
until the
same
Americans
time.
did it.
What?
So, Joe, what
How
do you
dare
think
they?
when someone says it's raining and they put their slicker on?
Well, at first I thought it was like a condom or something. I was really upset and I didn't know what it was, what a slicker was.
Surely it's like a raincoat. Is it a raincoat?
Yeah, it's a raincoat.
I had
I'm only
no,
guessing.
I had no idea. Neil, I had no idea. And I got told, swear to you on my kid's life, I got told, don't forget to bring your slicker. And I'm like, what are we talking about? When I was packing my luggage one year, my girlfriend said, perhaps you should pack a slicker. And I thought, is that a brush? Like a slicker brush? Your cozies, like your togs. Men wear those little Speedo dick slickers, we call them. So I had no idea what a slicker was, and I had to ask, I'm sorry, what the heck is a slicker? And then she told me, you know, for when it rains, a big bright yellow thing. And I
Well,
said, that's called
Do
a
Americans know what
raincoat.
wellies are? Do you know what wellies
Yes,
Oh,
they're
they do.
boots.
Yes, wellies or boots. They're rain
so they
boots.
say
We
the
know-
same.
yeah,
Gum
Rain
boots.
yeah. Same.
Gum
yeah.
Mine
boots.
have chickens on them.
Yeah, and mine are
Oh,
hot pink
what
Barbie
were those
ones.
coats? What were those Australian coats called that were waxed? And everybody had them in the 90s. Do you know which ones
Oh,
I mean?
sorry. Everybody
called?
had them in the 90s. Excuse me, we wear them now. Oh, no, I'm out of fashion. Oh,
What are they
my
called?
God.
I've forgotten the name.
What are they
Oh,
called?
my. Come and get me now, Jesus. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. They're
What are they
called
called?
oilskin. They're called oilskin coats.
Oilskins, yeah.
No, that
Oilskin,
wasn't
yeah.
what they were called. They had another name.
Duffel.
Like a barn
We have
coat
duffel coats, which are
They were
wool.
brown. They were like a brown,
Yeah, they're
golden
brown.
colour.
Yeah,
They weren't
like
called
the
that. They
man
had a
from
different name.
the man from Snowy River wears them. We just call them oilskins. Yeah. Is there another name for them?
There is another name,
And you
but I
can
can't
get them
think
in
what it is.
vests. And they're highly fashionable now in the 2023s. And I mean, I just saw a beautiful one, a vested one with all the pockets and wool, sheep, lamb's wool on the inside. They're like $300 to $400, Neil, for a longer one that goes past your fat bum. We just call them oilskin coats. What do we call them? I don't know. There's another name for them. They're just a coat, and they're brown and they're
I don't know.
oilskin, and you never put them in the washing machine. So perhaps they're one of those things that need to be put in the freezer, like somebody said with their jeans, to kill the bugs.
I think
Yeah.
some places call them
It's just-
dusters.
No, duster is like a laboratory coat that you wear
No,
to keep
it's
the
a
dust
long-
off electrical circuits.
No, dusters is what
A
cowboys
duster?
wore.
Right.
Chris knows what I'm talking about.
Dusters are what dustmen and chimney sweeps wear. Like in what's that show? What's that movie, Neil? Chitty Chitty Bang
Mary-
Bang.
Oh,
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Do you mean dungarees?
A long, just like a pea coat. No, like a pea coat, like a cotton white laboratory coat. That's a duster. A
Anne,
dust coat.
Anne knows
to
what
keep
a
the
duster
dust
is
off your
because
good
her
clothing.
Anne's favorite new character, Solomon Kane, wears a duster type coat.
A
Long
duster is
leather
what you
coat.
use to clean your dust off your furniture with, a feather
Yeah.
duster.
That's
Oh,
what
well,
I
yeah,
know.
But a
as
duster to wear, a dust coat to wear in clothing is just to keep your Sunday best nice and tidy. It's
Like
just a plain
a
cotton coat
smoking
over the
jacket.
top.
Is that what
Oh,
you
like
call
a smoking jacket. Yeah, just like a buttoned up, plain A-lined coat.
it? I'm beyond
But,
amused someone besides Neil and I.
No, this
Liz,
is a
can
duster,
you-
Joe.
Yeah, that's it. But
That's
what
a
are they called?
duster. That's a duster. A
Yes.
duster. A
Yes.
duster.
Oh, I got to watch me some more spaghetti westerns then.
Yes, Clint
Indeed, you
Eastwood.
should.
Yes.
Can you
For sure.
Google the oilskin coats, please, Liz? Actually, the nicest ones are made in New Zealand, the expensive ones. Can you Google it and find me another name then? Because we just call them coats, oilskin coats.
There's
I think
definitely
it's-
You
another
find
name.
me another name. Prompt my memory. Find me another name because I can't think of one right now. I've got a vest at home. Millie and Charlie had coats when they were younger to go and play out in the rain
So I
and the
remember
mud.
you couldn't get them in the UK, and everybody wanted to get one from Australia. So when I was in Australia,
Oh.
people were saying, "Oh, can you get me one of those X coats?"
Oilskin
And it
coats.
wasn't
Yeah,
oilskin,
must
though,
have
but it
another
wasn't
Okay.
name.
oilskin.
In
It
the,
must be a
in the
brand.
US,
Wasn't
US,
oilskin.
okay, US, this says US
Prompt.
fishermen call oilskins slickers.
Flicker.
So the US fishermen
Wow.
call the
Yeah,
oilskins.
but no, a slicker
Um,
is like rubber one.
A farmer calls it a barber, which somebody in the
No.
chat had said.
Yeah.
They were
Okay,
invented by
no.
a Scottish sailor in New Zealand in 1898.
There you go.
But
I
its
wonder what
roots
they
are
call
firmly
them in New
planted in
Zealand.
Australian word of light.
Yeah, I wonder what they
I
call
know.
them in New
See, there you
Zealand
go.
then.
There you go, Joe. There's
Oilskin
your slicker.
coats.
Oilskin, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an oilskin coat. So it's a
Yeah,
long one. You can get long
it's a
ones,
duck
ones that go over your butt and vests. You can get oilskin hats, which are very popular. Oilskin coats, oilskin bags, like my little doggy bowl that's now my yarn
I'm
bowl.
going to do some research and find out for next time what.
Evidently,
Please
the
do.
Jets are
know it
losing,
does.
Joe.
No, don't
Evidently,
say
the
it because
Jets are
Amy's
losing.
on delay.
What?
Oh, sorry. What was in the chat? So, y'all wussies
Poor
eating
Therese.
coats. We just walk in the rain. I agree, Amy.
Yeah,
We don't wear
me
many
too.
coats here. So,
Me too.
Yeah.
this was we've been about 2 hours, guys. So we probably should finish so Neil can get
Oh.
some sleep in case he's on
Yeah.
another live
Oh,
stream
yeah.
tomorrow or today.
God,
So
yeah.
much rambling
poor
about
Neil.
nothing.
That's what
He's
we're
grifting.
good at,
What's
Joe.
going on? He's got to rest up for his grifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's got to go design 15 mitten patterns.
I've got to
before
go and
next week.
count
He
my
probably
money.
oughta go.
I'm sure I'm the only one that showed knitting today.
I
did.
showed
I
knitting.
showed you my sweater.
I showed mine too.
We
Don't
are
be
a knitting
starting
pod.
something, Joe Bob.
We are a knitting
Don't
get
be
together
starting.
after all.
Yeah. What is it they said? They
Yeah.
barely mentioned knitting. That was what they said about it. as well, wasn't
Barely. Barely.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
Barely.
We're knit night, right? What do you do when you go to knit night with your friends? You don't talk about knitting all the time. You talk about
Right.
everything
You
else.
knit,
stitch
talk
and
That's
about
what we're
other
doing.
stuff. Right.
Yeah.
stitch and bitch, right? Stitch and
Yeah.
bitch, human nature.
Right.
Well, all right. Thanks, everybody. Everyone who's come back, thank you. We really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Thanks, Neil, for joining us
thank you,
this week.
Neil.
We
Good
love
to
having
see
our
you.
more
Tell
men from
everybody,
Yorkshire show
like,
up.
subscribe, all that stuff.
Or
Yeah,
Manchester.
the
You're near
pirate
Manchester,
thing.
aren't you? Yeah, do like and subscribe. Go watch Politically Incorrect Knitting Wars if they're on tomorrow, and all our other Yarn Chicken and shit. Well, Wise Out Knits, I think, has a new podcast. Everybody watch all our friends' podcasts because evidently we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't have them on. But we do support each other. It's our part of our fellowship.
Of
So
course
thanks, everybody,
we
for coming.
do.
We
Thank
love you
you for the
guys.
fellowship. We
Guys.
do.
Yes.
Have a great knit night, guys.
Yeah.
Keep knitting. Love you all.
Thank you, Neil.
Bye, everybody. Thanks,
Thank you,
Neil.
Neil.
Try to get some
Oh, we've got to
sleep.
wave
Bye.
like we're on a game show.
That's right.
Yes.
Neil, wave like the Queen. Wave
Or
like the
like a
Queen used to.
Miranda.
Is
Yeah.
that the Queen?
Yeah. I don't think King Charles waves like that.
That's the
What
thing
a
at the end of the
lazy-
Miranda show was just